Hello? Okay. Hello, everybody. Let me switch to drawing. Um, Hopefully everything's working. Lee, can you say hi real quick? Just want to make sure.
Hi.
Okay. I fixed the audio a little bit from last time I streamed drawing, so hopefully it will be better this time. Uh,
Who's that twink?
oh, oh my, he's from last time. Hold on, let me put him away. There he goes. Um, so today I wanted to paint, not so much do black and white, but I have a sketch here and I'm gonna refine it a bit. Oh my god, it's them, they're real. Hold on, let me get the music set up as well. Hopefully the music's not too loud. If y'all want it louder, let me know. But
Should turn the music off entirely. Forever.
I'm gonna be drawing this jellyfish with things inside of it. It's just gonna be a low-key stream. I'm still not even sure if I'll finish it this stream, but we'll see where it goes. I haven't painted it a very long time, so hopefully this doesn't look bad.
It looks great. It looks awesome so far.
It looks epic swags.
Yeah.
But my first thing I'm gonna do though is like clean up the sketch because this like kind of gives the gist of the idea, but when I want to do paintings like this, I want to make sure I get every detail out of the way.
Mm.
It looks poggers. It looks epic
Oh.
swag.
Yeah, everyone's always saying shit like that these days. So, can I go into this window? I can.
But yeah, when I do paintings, I always like to like make sure all of the detail work is already set in stone. I used to like do everything on one layer and use a really rough sketch, but I spent so much time just cleaning up my mess that I was like, okay, I need to reapproach this a little bit. Oh my god, let me change the song real quick.
Why, what's the song?
It was like, I think it was a Hollow Knight boss theme. It just was really stressful.
Now it's Paperboy by Veritas. Hi, Veritas.
Hi, Veritas. Oh yeah, I also have a bunch of references of jellyfish over here for me to peruse and look at.
If I sound like I'm across the room this entire stream, I apologize. It's because I'm across the room this entire stream.
Hold on, let me bump you up. Say hi.
Hi!
Oh,
Hey, everybody!
hey, every pony. I have never watched My Little Pony.
I have, don't watch it, it's bad.
How's the heat? Not great. We have like a pretty nice like AC unit, but it's only in our living room. And the way my bedroom's positioned is it just takes all the heat. So around like 5 or 6, my room becomes a goddamn sauna. And I have this really cool habit where if it gets too warm, I get really frustrated. So I'll just take a nap. I'll take an anger heat nap, and then I'll wake up
Yeah.
like 2 hours later, just discombobulated and confused.
When you take a nap, you do it like a you're in a sarcophagus. It's very funny.
Yeah, I sleep. I was talking to my therapist the other day about how I sleep, and she's like, "That's really weird." For those that don't know, for those that have never seen me sleep, I sleep on my back with my arms crossed, and I don't make any noise.
It's scary.
It's really cool. It's normal.
East.
95 to 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Ew. Oh, that's foul. It's getting to like low 90s and to like mid 80s currently in LA. So that's okay. I'm fine with that. I hate the heat though. Despite moving to California, I much prefer colder weather.
Yeah, why did you do that? All the way from sunny New Jersey to California.
I guess because like it's kind of like cool here. I guess I get to like have
It's
prank
pretty cool.
YouTubers like come up to me at the mall or something.
What a cool and beautiful life you live.
I know, right? God, I was going through some of my old videos and I found this video. I think I was in like Texas or something, and I was like filming like a crane machine because it had like a plushie of Spider-Man with like just absolutely cheeked out. Like he had a giant ass. But then like the weird part of the video was there was like this audio of this woman like yelling at the arcade box. I think I was at a movie theater actually. Like you know
Oh, that's
how
good.
yeah, and she was just like, "They fucking ate my quarter. This is bullshit."
What?
Like in the background of my video of a Spider-Man inside of a crane machine just absolutely cheeked out. It was very cool. So half of the fun of this piece is going to be I want the jellyfish portion of this to be translucent and also like illuminated. Like
Ooh.
parts of its body are glowing, but then it's also transparent for you to see the thing that's inside of it. So that's going to be a nightmare to try to draw, but I'm excited to try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Finally saw Spider-Verse yesterday. Pretty neat. I actually have not watched the new Spider-Verse yet. Instead I went to go watch Kamen Rider.
That's a fair trade. I was gonna wait to watch the new Spider-Man until the second half was out because I know it's like part one of two, and then I found out the strikes were happening. So I guess the second half isn't gonna come out for maybe a few years now. Maybe we should just watch it.
Yeah, it's also kind of sad to hear about like kind of the crunch and the overworking of the people that worked on it.
Yeah.
The movie looks gorgeous and uh people are drawing so much of Miguel.
So much of Miguel. You know, I know the movie's good because no, I've not seen any fan art of that Twink like Spark character.
Oh, I
I,
have.
it's oh no no,
I
I've only
have.
seen fan art of Miguel.
Um I will say though, I watched the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and I can attest I do not like the Ninja Turtles. I've never been a fan, but oh my god, that movie was incredible. Um,
Oh, I despise the turtles, but I might like it if it's well animated. I like something that just looks visually nice.
well, the writing's also pretty fun. Oh wait, some Dawn Sun said, I heard that the farthest it might be is 2026, but honestly, I can wait, especially if it's to support the writer strike and animation and VFX union. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go back to like patiently waiting for things instead of having like a deluge of content that we must consume at all times. But yeah, new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is great. I think I was talking about this with a couple of our friends before, but the Spider-Verse movie feels like a really cool tech marvel. Like just what 3D can do now these days and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles feels very punk and it feels like a lot of the backgrounds are these like gorgeous messy matte paintings and there's a lot of like just cool 2D painted stuff on it. I heard the TMT movies animators were treated really well, so I want to see it just to see how much love it is gorgeous. I personally, I think I prefer the way that movie looks over Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I feel like I might have talked about this on stream last time, getting deja vu, but
Eh, I mean, you're allowed to talk about the same thing twice. That's
Groundhog
how
Day.
conversations work.
But, I also want to see the new Miyazaki movie.
Mm.
The last movie Ghibli's gonna make.
The last one. Yeah, but,
The last one we
that's it.
promise.
He's come out of retirement to do one last movie. Again.
It looks really cool. The birds in it look really messy and fucked up.
Yeah, I love the teeth. What a beautiful world. Say, okay. Next stream, you've got to stream the audio of me playing piano, and it sounded horrendous over the top of the music.
Yeah.
Fun.
No, I'm gonna plug in my MIDI keyboard,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna play. Oh my god! So, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14. I've been on this like kick of trying to play every single Final Fantasy game, and I was like in like the port area, and you know, Lou, how you wanted to make like a band in Final Fantasy 14 when you found that you could play
Yeah.
instruments. Someone did that. It was like a band of 7 people, and they were playing like it was like a full arrangement of like drums, a trumpet, and several guitars. It's like the whole kit and caboodle. It was incredible.
Yeah. Is it good? Did it sound good? I was worried about the lag.
They had no lag. It sounded incredible. It just sounded like a MIDI piece.
Yeah.
I was
Guess we gotta do that then. Guess I gotta play the game just for that.
We only have to get to level 30 of Bard. We can get that before any expansion.
Oh, that's pretty good then. Maybe I'll try.
You just have to become a Bard. I think it's like you're like an archer or a ranger at first, and then when you get to once you get to level 30, it changes to a Bard.
A bar. Police whistle.
I'm getting a decent amount into 14 though, so I'm excited to see their latest expansion because everyone keeps talking about how amazing it is.
Maybe I'll play.
You don't have to.
I really want to play 14 because it's fun. I love something that I can play with a bunch of people. All the designs are very fun. I just don't think the gameplay loops for me. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm not used. Maybe I just need to keep making like tables. Maybe that's what I enjoy doing.
I definitely I went on a whole binge once I beat the second expansion because it unlocks where you can power level all of your crafting classes super fast. I was like, this is my fucking jam. But I feel like unless you enjoy that kind of game, which I played a lot of MapleStory and another 2D side-scrolling MMO called Wonder King online as a kid. Any Wonder King fans in chat? That's right, no one.
Nobody's
Me.
ever heard of one. I search for Wonder King, and the first thing that comes up is a subreddit dedicated to Wonder King.
Whoa.
Before even the game itself.
Wonder
Oh,
King,
look, this
I
is
think
the
it was like a
Maple Story.
Korean MMORPG. I don't remember too much, but I played as a priest in that game because I like playing as a healer. And I don't know, that was like my first like kind of MMO experience and I really enjoyed it for some reason.
Club Penguin 2.
Club Penguin 2.
I loved Club Penguin. Can we get Club Penguin back? Whoa, phone.
Club Penguin? I mean, you could go on a private server if you wanted. I need to see what a human ribcage looks like.
Look over here.
Huh? There we go. Yeah, I played a lot of do you remember when Cartoon Network had hosted games on their fucking website?
Yeah, I played the Foster's Home one and the Ben 10 one all the
Yeah,
time.
the Foster's Home one.
That was oh, actually thinking about it, that would probably have been my first MMO if that's the case,
Yeah.
because you could see other players. I guess that technically counts.
Common artist Google search W human rib cage. Yeah, baby. My first MMO I think actually no, not really an MMO. I guess the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends one, but one of my first online experiences. Do you remember Honeycombs? Like the cereal?
Uh, Vaguely, I don't think they were called that here, but
Do you remember that
I
horrible hedgehog that was for the
oh,
advertising?
absolutely not. This okay, completely different thing then.
Okay.
Honeycombs
Hold on. Let me
hedgehog.
show everyone the honeycombs
Oh wait, yeah,
hedgehog.
actually no, I do remember this thing because I never thought of it as a hedgehog. I thought it was a horrible pervert.
You have to be nice to him.
It looks like it looks like one of those toys that you throw at a wall.
It was this guy. Anyway,
Um,
Honeycombs did this promotion back when I was like, let's say like maybe late middle, late elementary school, late elementary school, early middle school, where they had these codes and you can use them to play their games online. Honeycombs had like, it was like a whole, like, a bunch of different types of cereal. Um, but there was like a monster game. Oh yeah, here's one of them. It's called Big Mouth Life. I made one of these fuckers. Oh, hello! Thank you for standing behind me. I was about to tell everyone about Big Mouth Life. Anyway, you had to get a code from one of the boxes, but then you can. It's like a Tamagotchi, but instead of a cute little animal, it was one of these freaks.
oh, this thing sucks.
What's wrong? You don't like it?
How come all the toys sucked?
It's good.
I mean this in the kindest way, and like you and Matt will both show me things, and you'll say like, "This is what I had during my childhood.
You
It's
don't.
my favorite thing ever. It's a human tooth on a
You
string."
don't like. You
And
don't like Big Mouth Life?
I I hate it.
It was
Oh,
cool. They had another one that was called. Oh, the place was called Postopia. Okay. Um, Another one that I had was Monster Rumble, where you would make these monsters, and they were all objectively horrible. But you would
even
you,
Moshi Monsters, which was cute.
but you get to you like how my pen is like this dark cage. You would put these very humanoid monsters inside of. Anyway, Postopia was where I spent at least like a couple months of my life just playing games on it, and I hate sweet stuff. I'm not a fan of cereal. I'm not a fan of like when I was a kid, I hated my milk to get soggy, so I would have two bowls. One bowl full of the cereal and one bowl full of the milk. That's the only way I could eat cereal. I fucking hated cereal, but I love to buy cereal just so I can get more codes to have more horrible Big Mouth Life and Monster
No,
Rumble monsters.
you could have not done that. You could have just done something else.
No.
You
What
could
am
have
I gonna
played
do?
Moshi Monsters with me.
What a bad. Yeah, this is why I am the way that I am now. Instead of being like a Webkins kid or a Moshi Monsters kid, I was a Big Mouth Life kid.
I always wanted to play Toontown. Did you ever was Toontown a thing you did?
I remember once I visited a family member's house and they showed me Toon Life to Toontown, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever, and then I immediately forgot about it.
I wanted to play Toontown. I installed it, or I installed what I thought was Toontown, and it was a horrible virus, and it wiped our computer. And then I never
Oh
touched the
no.
computer for like a month afterwards because I wasn't allowed to. And
My
then
mom
afterwards, I just played Bionicles games.
my mom showed me Neopets, so I was an Animal Jam and Neopets kid. Okay, I'm about to get into some deep Q lore, and you guys aren't allowed to make fun of me for it. I was also a Webkins kid, but I only ever bought the Hippo Webkins. I had like several Hippo Webkins. Let me.
The same one?
Yeah. Hold on, let me get a.
Okay, that's why. Did you fill in with milk and throw them at a wall?
I did not. Here, this was.
Oh,
I'll post the exact one. I remember I got it at Claire's too. Um, this is my Hippo Webkin. I had several of them, but I couldn't come up with any names for them, so I just named them after Twilight characters.
oh my God, Bella, it's
Yeah,
you.
I literally am the Bella and Edward.
Whoa, so cool.
I they were always super tired and malnourished because I did not know how to take care of them. I'm what you call really bad at taking care of digital pets. But I remember there was a milk minigame from Webkins that I would play ad nauseum. Just non
You just love milk. You just love milk so much.
Yeah.
Everything I learn about you is just milk based.
I told you about my time in France, right? And how I had a bad experience with milk.
No.
So in high school, we had a trip to France from our French class. I think, it was like a couple weeks trip, right? And I fucking, out of nowhere, the tour guide's like, okay, we're gonna go to a goat farm, guys. We're gonna do a goat cheese thing. We're like, okay, this wasn't on the itinerary. This is really weird.
Oh no, wait, I do remember this.
Yeah, and this lady walked out with like no shoes on and like the dirtiest hands I've ever seen. She's like, check out my goats. Don't touch the ones with the pink paint on them because it means they're infected. They were all pink. Keep that in mind. And and she's like, here's our goat milking machine and here's some goat cheese. And she took out like this log and started rolling it on like a picnic table and what I can only assume to be like soot or charcoal. I don't really know what she was rolling it in. And me being my idiot ass was like, well, I'm only gonna be in France probably once in my life. Who knows if I'll ever come back? And so I ate some of the cheese and then proceeded for the next several days to be like violently ill. I was just
Every one of your stories just involves getting horribly ill from eating milk.
I think the funniest. Hmm?
You know, cave, like the thing that they developed where they're like, okay, pattern recognition. I know that if I eat these berries and I get sick, I won't eat them again. But you continue to eat milk.
Well, to be fair, I never tried goat cheese before. I was like, authentic like French goat cheese, like in the countryside. I guess I can say that I did this, but then we went to Versailles like the next day and I just stumbled through like the Hall of Mirrors just in like this absolute haze. I was like just having the worst time of my fucking life. Anyway, never take goat cheese from a random French woman is what the moral of this story is. Don't be me.
Man.
I think what's funny too is when we're going back to customs, my teacher was like, "Don't tell them we went to the goat farm. Don't tell them we went to the goat farm. They're gonna keep you to make sure that you're not infected with goat virus or something." And I'm like, "Why did we even go to the goat farm then?"
Yeah,
It
what?
made me
If you're
sick
not
and
allowed
it
to
was
tell
more of
anyone.
a hassle than it was worth.
You got the goat sick.
I got the goat sickness. It sucked. Will I ever go back to France again? Maybe someday. Who knows?
Yeah, we're gonna do a European tour.
One thing that like I talked about it before, but like it's kind of cool how you can just go to a bunch of different countries just as a day trip or something over there.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I mean, you need a passport, but you can, you just wander over the border and just be like, yes,
How did I get
hello,
here?
friends. I'm in Hamburg now.
Have you traveled a decent amount of France, Lou? Or sorry,
Um,
Europe in general.
I've I've been over the course of my life. I have, but
Hmm.
I never did like just a one trip to go everywhere. Like I've been to France a few times. Germany's lovely. A lot of the areas that I went to are a lot of traditional buildings. I've been to Greece. I went to a lot of the touristy areas in Greece a few times, and then one time went to just a local town that a friend was living in at the time, and it's just very nice. I love Greece. Greece is great. Absolutely go there. Really good seafood. Everyone's very friendly. Um, Not just in the touristy areas. Everyone's just very, I don't know, very very welcoming. It was nice. Greece is
Nice.
great. 10 out of 10.
I think I've
Oh,
only ever been to Europe as like layover. It's a dream trip for me. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a bit expensive though to travel there, but the only time I've ever been in the UK was as a layover on my way to
oh,
Vietnam, I
don't go to the
think, or
UK. UK
something.
sucks. Yeah, go to if you do, go to Ireland, go to Scotland. Don't stay in England. And then just get the train straight from Scotland all the way down to London, and then all the way out through France, and then go anywhere else. Just don't go to England. Terrible, terrible here. Um,
I've mostly been to Vietnam though, just because my family lives there, and through over layover, I've stopped at like Taiwan, and I think South Korea, as well as Japan. Vietnam's nice though. I like Vietnam. I like going to see all of the giant Buddha statues they have in the mountains.
you like going to the Buddhist theme parks?
I do.
You've got to take us. You got to take us to the scary Harry Potter ride, to the scary one about hell, all the rides about hell, every one of the rides about.
Oh, someone said seconded. England's rubbish.
It is. It's terrible. Don't come here. Go to Scotland. We love Scotland. Scotland's amazing. It's great. We have hills. We have. That's it, really. It's just kind of better.
Mhm.
Go to Scotland. Lovely. Go to Ireland. Go to Ireland. Go to Northern Ireland. Um, then skip England. Just go straight through. Then
Yeah.
go to the airport. Fly away as quick as possible.
I really want to visit Canada at some point in the near future too. Just because
Yeah.
there's a couple cool really comic book conventions there and indie comic conventions that I want to go to, and I get to meet up with some of my Canadian friends, which is always cool. I think I finished kind of a more refined sketch for this, so time to start the scary part, which is slapping on the color. Canada is nice. Come to BC. There's so many natural wonders. Yeah, I want to visit New Zealand. Yeah, we have a friend in New Zealand.
Yeah. We can go visit Nate. We can go harass Nate.
Yeah, it looks
Look,
gorgeous
what if
there.
we? How Nate's tickets to Japan are gonna be really cheap, right?
Actually, no, these are pretty
Oh, jeez.
pricey.
Oh,
It's
let's
as
keep it.
expensive as like your ticket to Japan.
Why?
I don't
Yeah, I don't
know.
think I'll be able to go because just the plane ticket's super expensive.
The thing is though, once that's like the most expensive part of the trip, from what I could research. I'm still like
Hmm.
looking into it a bunch, but believe it or not, the cheapest tickets are like around Halloween, Lou. So that's interesting.
Oh,
Um,
we can go for your birthday, maybe.
yeah, we can celebrate me turning in non-discerned age.
Q's birthday. Q's old day. Q becomes old on that day.
Yeah. Oh my god, I saw someone say like, "Ew, your age was in the double digits in 2012. You're so old." And I was like, uh,
So somebody like one of my sister's friends being like, "Whoa, you played a GameCube? You must be." I was like, "No." Oh no. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah.
It's just it's I don't
Retro
wanna
gaming. The
I
Wii.
don't I don't think I'm that old. Like if
We're not.
anything,
We're Gen Z.
yeah, well we're at like the beginning of Gen Z. We're like that awkward year between millennial and Gen Z. But like you and me are both like fairly young in like our circle of friends, right? Like
Yeah, I think we're the youngest by like one person.
yeah, but like I don't know. I hang out with like older people and then like I see like a 19-year-old on the internet going, "Oh my god, you're practically an elder when you hit like 24, 25." And I was like, "What?
Yeah.
I better start applying for my AARP card. God
It
fucking damn."
it's a thing every few years. It'll go around, but somebody will do a whole like, if you're over the age of 20, you should get off. Insert website, and it's always very funny to me. Just like, do you think people stop using websites and services when they hit a certain age?
Well, also it's like 20-year-olds now are people like I'm specifically talking about like kind of early 20s people are people that I'm assuming live their whole life like with the internet, you know? We're getting to that
Yeah.
part where there are full ass adults that don't know what life is like without the internet. I'm at a similar point between generations, but my brother constantly makes me feel so old when we ask about flip phones. I have to explain it to him. Yeah, I had to explain to back when I worked in like customer service. I had to explain like someone that I was training what a landline phone was and how to use it, and that really aged me. Felt I felt like an ancient person.
It's cool trying to explain yeah, phones used to have buttons on them. Do you remember buttons?
Also, you have to pick up the phone when you dial the number. You can't just press the number and say, okay, what next? You have to pick it up first. I can't even fault them. Like, there's a good chance that they never had to use a landline phone until they had to take that job. So, it was just very funny. I will say though, I do enjoy the internet now these days. Like, there's definitely weirdos on the internet, but like, at least glomping isn't a thing anymore. Can you imagine
Oh, I
glomping?
remember
You
that.
remember? Can you imagine if Yaoi paddles and glomping was still like a thing you had to fear at conventions?
We don't have that anymore. Now we have people dressed as the characters from Hannibal, um, which is fine.
You see, cringy TikToks can be as cringy as they want, because at least it's not like cringe. You have to be in person and they're not physically touching you. So that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit sorry for like younger people that are using the internet because like, hey, when I was young and embarrassing, I didn't have the internet to do that on. So like, all my embarrassing stuff was just a thing that one person from my school remembers, or one, I don't know. Whereas now, hey, if somebody posts something embarrassing on the TikTok, it's there forever.
Yeah.
All your cringe is eternal now. Which is a shame. I think you should be allowed to be cringe, but it's a shame that the president in 20 years time they're gonna be like, well, Mr. President,
I
I'd like can you
well,
explain what you meant by, and then
it's also like when I was a kid and I was cringy on the internet, it was it was always like an obscure website like that I was being cringy on, or like a defunct DS app. So
it's not that different though.
it isn't.
It's all been backed up.
But you'll never find me, or maybe you will.
I already did.
Did I tell you? I was like, I got a message on Tumblr saying, I've been following you since all the way back when you were in middle school. And I was like, oh my god.
Does someone not think that that sounds creepy? This,
It's
like
not that
I'm sure
it's.
it's well-meaning, but it does sound very creepy.
Well, it's also, they're probably my age. So they've been just seen me around. But it's like, It's like I don't know. I was like, you better keep your mouth shut. Better not talk about the cringy ass shit I drew.
It's pretty cool. You know, I didn't draw and I didn't post things when I was in school. So the fact you've been doing it for so long is really cool. It's fun.
Yeah, I is it?
I, I mean, I wish I'd had that phase. I wish I'd had like a learning and becoming a better artist thing. That's like a really cool thing to have because like you can, you know, I know a lot of your stuff that you used to do isn't public, but
I
you
wish
can
I
like
wish I
track your
animated Open Gundam style animations on a DS app. Yeah.
flip note. I wish I did fan art for emo Mario on the what was the DS app with the art studio? Is that
Flipnote Studio, and then there was
Art
like
studio?
there was an app on the 3DS called Colors 3D that would record speed paints that you drew and then would post it on there, and then you could also like add a layered effect because of the 3DS technology.
Whoa, 3D! It's the future.
I miss like really obscure like shit like that. Like the Flipnote community was so odd. Like they had chat rooms, but the way the chat rooms worked was someone would post like a quote unquote animation, but it was just one frame that says, "This is my chat room, guys." And you would just draw in it,
That's not how a chat room works.
but you would like chat by writing in it because the comments were drawn on the DS, or if you were on the computer, you could type it out. But I
Oh,
remember like walking into a chat room like one day and just someone saying like, "I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna unalive myself if you don't give me 500 stars right now." Keep in mind, stars are like
whoa!
the like button, but you can like give it unlimited amount. Also, like Flipna Hatena also had like stars that you paid money for. So you could give someone, instead of like a regular star, you'd give them like a purple star or like a green star.
Whoa! It's
But
like the Jeremy Renner app.
it was the Jeremy Renner app, but you weren't giving any money to the people that were making the content. You were just, I don't know, like, I guess just giving Hatena more money and showing that you super liked their thing.
That's that's cool. That's also the Jeremy Renner app. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, the Jeremy Renner app's Flipna Hatena crawled so that Jeremy Renner app can run.
He needs to bring that back.
I know, right? But yeah, Flipna Hatena was a very I wonder if anyone's made a video essay about it because I wouldn't say that I was like super famous on the app, but I had like a decent following, like maybe like 6,000 or something.
That sounds pretty good for like early 2000s. That's
And
like that is practically famous in like 2006.
I had I might be misremembering the numbers, keep that in mind, but I was like at the very least like one of the top 10 creators for a time being, or the top like 20, because they also had like a ranking system based on how popular your stuff was. It was very it was something. And what is going on?
So cool.
Okay, my thing wasn't working for a second. Um, but it's just a really weird culture, and like I don't want to say any names in case like the people are still out there, but
Think is they're listening right now.
they're listening right now and they're gonna attack me if I say their full Flipnote Hatena username. But it was really interesting. Like sometimes I'll just be like, "Oh, I wonder what happened to this person from Hatena," and like check their stuff, and they're like still making art and stuff, or they've grown up and gone on to do like, I guess, non-art related things. It was
Is
like,
there
hmm?
is there a PC version of Hatana? Is that what Kiki uses?
Kiki?
Yeah,
No.
the one for classes.
I think they're using like the 3DS version, and then you can like take your SD card and like that's how I like save some of my animations from Flipnote. Is I just literally physically took my my SD card out with the export animations and just posted online.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, I have no idea how I'm gonna tackle this thing, so we're just gonna wing it and see what happens. But yeah, Flipnote was interesting. There was a lot of it was honestly like a proto TikTok in my opinion, because what would happen is people would post like an animation they made, and most of the time like you can like record your own audio or you voice act it yourself or make your own music. Most of the time people would just like record audio clips from things, like a audio clip of like a music video or like an animation or just from a TV show, and then they would animate like either fan art characters or their own OCs like acting it out. And then they had like a spin-off function where you can download that animation and just edit it, or like I guess reanimate it with your own characters or your own like fan art that you wanted to draw, which led to a lot of people just straight up like stealing content. But people would like sounds would become like viral, and people would make a bunch of like spin-offs or their own version of like an audio. It was very interesting.
That is just like TikTok.
Proto TikTok. Yeah, I originally wanted to become an animator because of that app. And I'm glad that I was able to like navigate a relatively like the age group of that app was essentially around my age, which I think was like middle school or something. There were some like 20-year-olds, but I never met anyone that was like super old. I remember that there was like this like duo on the app. It was like a 2-person team that they shared one DS, I guess.
Wow. Everybody should share one day. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad I did a decent amount of my internet growth on that app with people my age and not like weirdos or creeps or whatever.
Yeah, instead of you posting a bad take one time and everybody on the internet saying, "Look at this bozo."
Look at this idiot. What's wrong with you? Hmm. I probably should do this on different layers, but I'm just gonna wing it. Last I heard about Flipnote, though, there actually still is like an online community with Flipnote. I remember I saw someone like make a brand new server, and if you set up your like DS right, you can access it or something.
Oh, that's fun. Maybe you should try it.
I
Maybe you
did.
should
I did when it
do
first
it.
came out, and then I was like, nah, this sucks. I've outgrown this.
Was it mostly kids, or was it mostly people who were kids when they first used it?
A mix of both, I think. It was really interesting. Like, I constantly think about what would happen if Flipnote was around when like Five Nights at Freddy's was like really popular, because there was a lot of horror stuff in there. Like people would draw like hyper realistic blood of their OCs and stuff like that. And then I go on like that new version of Flipnote, and I saw like Five Nights at Freddy's animations on there, and I was like, wow, I don't have to speculate anymore. It's real.
Time is a flat circle. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's it for Freddy's.
It's just cool to see where all this stuff began. Yeah.
Like
It's so interesting to talk about Flipnote too, because unless you were there, like it's really hard to describe. Like, I just remember I would be making like animations weekly. I don't know how I did that. There was something. I used to have like the power of a million horses for
Because
content.
animations, believe it or not, animation is fun. And I know this is me saying this, but animation is fun.
It's not easy though.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah,
Yes.
animation's easy. Come on.
Um, I remember too, like, this is another really funny thing about TikTok or Flipnote it wasn't just the animation app on Discord. There was also a blog section to it, just called Hatena. And I remember I came across someone that would just review anime flip notes. And I found one that the guy made of me. I made like
Uh,
an Ebe animation, and like I was a kid. I'm not like an animator by any means, but the guy was just like roasting the shit out of me.
well, maybe it was an AVGM fan.
Maybe.
Maybe it was a nostalgic. Is that no? Maybe it was a Doug Walker nostalgic critic fan.
Something I discovered recently was my weird and wild creature cards. They released in 2005, I think. I absolutely adored them. Those cards were my childhood. And just a few days ago, I learned the OG forum page from 2005 is still open and people are still. Yeah, that's like the scariest part. When you're like, oh, this old relic, no one's probably like using it anymore because, you know, it's out of your line of sight. So you just think it kind of faded away, only to find out that it like still has a thriving community. And sometimes that community is really weird.
What, like the Pizza Time Express, Pizza Time Theater, whatever it's called,
What was that?
Showbiz Pizza.
Oh, Rockefeller or whatever.
Yeah.
You see, when I think of that, I think of like I recently saw like a red versus blue thing, and I was like, they're still making that? Damn.
Oh, really? I never watched that, but it was one of those things that other people were always watching around me.
It was always in the background, yeah, for me. I was like, oh, they're probably not doing anything anymore. And then you find out that they are, and you're like, oh, hmm.
I guess that makes sense. It was Rooster Teeth, right?
Yeah, it still is. It's still Rooster Teeth, I think.
Still Rooster Teeth.
As long as they're making money, they're still gonna work on it.
Are
Or, does anyone remember Epic Mealtime?
they still doing the thing?
I saw like a video of them floating around once, and I was like, it felt like a jump scare. The creature cards featured dinos, weird animals, and cryptids, but had such early 2000s art. Surprisingly dark for kids as well, since they had blood and gore of them attacking people on cards.
Wait, I
Whoa.
know exactly what this is.
Weird and
I know.
wild. Can you look that up, Lou?
This is the same series as those creepy dinosaur ones. I know exactly what they are. You just said no. You just said that.
Like those Flash YouTube animation videos. Oh my god, yeah. I do you guys remember Animation versus Animator?
I do.
I just remember I saw like one that they made recently and I was like, ah!
Are they
Ah!
still doing that? I just found out that ASDF videos are still around. Yeah. Tomska recently was like, yeah, well, it's been 10 years, and I aged like a century hearing that. It's like, wow, 10 years since the first one. So what?
What the heck? It was so it's a jump scare. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like a jump scare. Not because I think that like what they're doing is cringe or bad or anything. It's just I haven't
I
it
don't know, I
hasn't
just
been.
feel old.
I think it's more like, you know, when you like lift up a rock and you see there's a whole like ecosystem underneath and you're like
Yeah.
marveling at it. It's like that.
Or
It's
like you're maybe like googling around and you're like, oh, cool, a little bit of information on this wiki for maybe like what is this, a film that I don't know? And then you go on it and you're like, oh, it's describing like real events but in an alternate world, and then you like scroll through and then you realize somebody's made a Wikipedia page for their own fictional universe and detailed like thousands and thousands of pages on it, and there's a thriving community adding pages to this. That's a bit weird, right? When you find
yeah.
that.
Yeah, of course. He has a stall at Comic-Con London and it's always so busy.
Everyone likes Tomska, question mark. I don't know.
I don't know the
I'm
guy,
sure
but
he uh
I hope that he's
is he is
enjoying making ass stiff videos.
yeah, I
Is
hope
all I'm gonna
he's
say.
having fun doing that. I hope he's more chill now than before. uh I'm sure he's lovely. Just I know he would had a phase of being a cool guy.
Sorry, I'm like looking at this thing and it's like, I don't know if this is looking translucent yet, but I'm gonna try doing like a rainbow like sheer effect on it. Maybe that might fix what's
Oh,
wrong.
that'd be good.
A cool guy in quotations.
A cool guy. I get the feeling he was going through a lot, so it was just, I don't know, acting out. I don't really know. A cool guy.
Cool, grand. I haven't painted in so long. This is fun.
Bum, 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 bum.
I hope all the people from Flip the Hatena are doing fine, and I hope that they remember it every once in a while.
Yeah, they like gaze out into the distance. They're like, I'm sure nobody else remembers that app, but then everyone else that used the app at the time is like also gazing out at the stars.
Anytime one of us remembers it, we all like remember it at the same time. Like a sickness.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I think I'm kind of getting the vibe that I'm looking for in this piece. Hopefully. Hmm.
It's looking good. I'm a big fan. I just realized we actually haven't spoken at all about what you're drawing this whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm drawing a jellyfish. With
Yeah, what kind of jellyfish are you kind of basing this on, or is it a mix?
it's just kind of a nebulous jellyfish. I was looking at, I guess, forgot what they're called. They're the ones with the super long tentacles in the back.
Manowar?
No,
Wait
not
one sec.
Man-O-Wars. They're usually like yellow and orange. I have pictures of them. I What are they
Uh,
called? I just looked up famous jellyfish.
I
Uh,
searched for yellow jellyfish and it comes up with SpongeBob Bass moments. Uh, the Medusa?
Lion's mane? I think so. Uh,
The Celophora
okay.
Camstechniatus.
It's this one. If you guys can recognize this one.
The yummy.
The yummy one. And then I was looking at I know what I recognize this jellyfish, but I don't remember the name of it. But
France.
I wanted like something that like had like things inside of it that it would use to supplement, like, you know how jellyfish have like a lack of any internal structures because they're like made out of mostly water.
Yeah.
Jellyfish and corals are closely related. Whoa, that's weird.
They're the same thing. Same animal.
Home jelly, yeah. Home jelly.
Q, would you bear with me a second? I'm gonna go and get some coffee. And
Yeah,
by get
sure.
some coffee, I mean get some more milk for the coffee I already have.
Milk, you say?
Yeah.
Milk?
You see, I do not have a horrible aversion to milk. So I'm fine drinking it, unlike some people.
Oh, the second one's called a comb jelly.
I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Oh, see ya. Yeah, I took a ton of photos of some jellyfish too from when I went to the aquarium a while back. The Monterey Aquarium in Monterey, California. They uh they let you pet isopods there, which was very cool. Hmm. Hold on. What is translucent fish? Oh my god. Sorry, that just opened up a video to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Ah. Yeah, painting translucent stuff is hard as shit. Unless you have like a direct reference, it's really hard to kind of come up with it from your own imagination. And even then, it's really hard to kind of like grasp like kind of how the shading would look.
Hi.
Hi, Lou.
So I just got a call.
Yeah.
We got a house.
Oh, congrats! Like officially
I'm
signed?
it is not officially signed, but it is the people that own it said yes, as opposed to a letting agency. We have a
Oh,
house. It's only taken a year of looking.
jeez. Congrats though. Oh my god. You
Yay.
can finally live in a place that doesn't like moldify your paintings.
I'm so
Dude, I'm like I'm doing like 3D chess in my mind trying to figure out how to draw this shit. Drawing translucent stuff is
great.
hard.
It's fun. It's fun. I love this. Did I just send you one?
Send me what?
A jellyfish. Did I just imagine send it to you?
I think you did. Oh,
Oh no, I sent you one.
Dawn said congrats.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm too exhausted to think about it, but if it's yeah, and it's so cheap. It's so cheap compared to now.
Hmm.
I'm so happy.
You know what I should have just looked up? I should have just looked up fish trapped inside of jellyfish to kind of see what that looks like. That would help.
Inside a jellyfish.
There we go.
Exhausted.
Yeah, congrats, Lou. I know how long you've been wanting to get. Hey, you might be able to go on that Japan trip then.
You know, I actually might do. I don't know why just getting on that phone call then just
Made your
completely wiped me out. I'm so tired. Just.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I don't know why I said I'm so tired. I'm always tired. I'm so much more tired than normal. That's incredible. Sorry, I'm so excited.
No, of course.
Ah.
I know how long you've been waiting to get a plate. Okay, I think that's a good enough color.
I love that. That looks great. Oh, I'm gonna send you another one. I'm just gonna keep sending you jellies that might be useful.
I definitely what's rough about painting is like
Mhm.
you have a lot of like fine details in mind, but you literally can't do them because if you don't do them in the right order, it's just gonna kind of mess up your whole flow and it's gonna look really weird. You know.
I guess.
The thing about my artwork that people don't know is like it looks like shit until you add like the final detail, like brightest brights and darkest darks.
Oh, your stuff looks good, Shush.
No, I mean like in terms of process, it does not look finished until like you add like the last like bits that you need. And that's just how painting works. What's art if not a ton of ugly faces until it becomes a gorgeous swan?
That's right.
So, are you gonna have your own room and stuff, Lou?
Yeah. I don't know how big it is. I haven't actually checked. To be honest, only half been paying attention to the last few places my friends have looked at, because, everyone so far has turned out to be, like, just does not get in it, and so I didn't want to get my hopes up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna have my own room. I don't know. I hope it's this tiny little, we got this, like, comedically tiny little room.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's that one.
Rendering my behated. I actually really like rendering. What I hate is like the setup for it. Like, I honestly, one of my dream jobs is just someone just rendering someone's stuff. Like, if I just had to like render someone's work nonstop, that would be great. Hold on, I just realized that was weird. Let me do that real quick. The only thing is, I think I like rendering too much, because back in college, some of my pieces would like get up to like, I would be working a month on them and stuff. Yeah, I think rendering can be therapeutic. I almost said Tempur-Pedic, like the mattress. Um, but it's hard to like render stuff if you're like kind of going into it blind. It's like a whole tedious process to kind of get set up. I wish I had like a comfortable way to render in Clip Studio. Then I can officially say goodbye to the Photoshop forever.
Oh, be so lucky.
Smooth slip into the sponsor of today's stream. Yeah, Clip Studio should sponsor me. Or Photoshop. Whichever one comes first.
Whichever one has a bigger checkbook.
Whichever one has me, money now. Me a money need lot right now.
I know we already did one like 6 months ago, but at some point, and sorry to keep talking about this, at some point could we do a little mini stream thing for like,
For
I don't
what?
know, for like me buy a bed, because I no longer have money to buy a bed.
Yeah.
I would like to buy a bed for this new place.
Oh shit.
Yay!
I'm gonna play every single Freddy Fish game in one go.
The dream. Oh, I was gonna do an art one, but a Freddy Fish stream would be cute.
What if I actually no, there's too many games. I have to say, what if I played every putt game? And I was like, oh
You do
my.
every humongous game. I mean, to be honest, you could do them all within, like, you could do each one. You could do within half an hour, right?
No, they take like an hour and a half each. There's a
Oh
lot
no,
of
that's
them.
too long.
There's so many of them, Lou. You don't get it.
I Spy Treasure Hunt. Oh no, I Spy Haunted Mansion. Oh no.
I
He's
really,
telling to do that.
I miss I Spy games.
Oh, I got the I Spy Haunted Mansion working on Windows 10.
Oh, did
Like,
you?
correctly, yeah.
Oh shit, I'm jealous.
I modified a couple of the little files inside to get it to run properly. I'll send them to you later if you want.
Yeah, I love that.
Everyone's favorite games were the I Spy games. You for some reason they advertised them at Scholastic Book Fairs as well. Like, were they like partnered with? Were they Scholastic Books?
I think they
I
were
don't know.
Scholastic book games. I think they made them. Or published them at the very least. Don't quote me on that. I don't actually know.
I Spy, Treasure Hunt. These games were really.
I Spy Haunted Mansion was so cool. When I was a kid, I thought that game was really haunted though, so I was really scared every time I played it. Oh god, it just reminded me when I was in maybe third grade. I was in third grade, I think. And we had like a lab sheet for computer time, and you always had to have a partner. And my partner was a friend, my elementary school friend named Annie, and we would like switch between playing the Barbie website, like dressing up Barbie on her website, and then also playing I Spy Spooky Mansion. That game scared the hell out of me. I reawakened the memory? Hell yeah. I hope I reawakened the memory of you playing I Spy Spooky Mansion.
Q's memory.
Cute,
Reverse
man.
that sorry for a moment.
I'm trying to make this piece not as red as some of my earlier works. In
I like
college.
everyone has a color they default to. I think I default to like a sickly green for everything.
I like reds, but like I wanted when I'm doing like a found footage like kind of book, I want it to be not just red. I had I have I Spy Haunted Mansion and I loved it, but I don't think we ever finished it because of the stupid plate spinning puzzle. I remember that. I remember just the end of the game. You got to like make ghosts. You got recipes to make different ghosts, and you had to find the one of the ghosts that gets you out of there. Does anyone? I think you played it, Lou. You played the I Spy pirate one, right?
I played Treasure I Spy Treasure Hunt. I've
Yeah.
just found somebody's made a bunch of stills from it and done scans of all the stills, and they're really beautiful dioramas.
It was
In
so.
fact, I'm gonna send this one to you because it's just like a guy made this.
Yeah, send it to. It was so finicky and we failed every time. I still have the disc, so I should exact my revenge. Yeah, do what I did. I remember Chicken Little and I said I'm gonna beat the game on hard mode, and I did. Yeah, it like gave me nightmares, but I did it, and that's what matters. Okay. I think I'm gonna just start rendering now.
You got to start rendering.
I got
You got started in Goots this point. Oh, what time are you going by the way? What time do you plan on doing this till?
um 3 hour mark, or if I finish this.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
Everyone go and play the I Spy Treasure Hunt game now.
Everyone, play the I Spy Treasure Hunt game now.
Now.
I played a lot of Rita Rabbit as a kid. That
And
that
that's why
was
your brain's so huge and swollen
that's why
now.
my brain's so swollen and hurts because it presses against my head too hard. Okay. I definitely should have done
Now.
this in different layers, but we're just gonna live with what we've done. With the sins we've done.
Just keep going. Keep going. Same way. Keep piling it on.
Yeah, this is more just like a conceptual piece than like a finished illustration, so I'm not too worried about it like being pretty. I just wanted to like kind of map this out in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Q.
Yeah.
No one else can hear this. In fact, you can't even hear it. Do you think I can get away with in this game music that I'm doing for someone? Do you think I can get away with sampling this Tommy Tallarico song without him singing?
I don't know, man. I don't know, girly. I would be too scared to. But that's just me. I'm a bit of a coward.
Well, it's done now. I can't remove it.
Uh-oh. Silly. Etoble.
Tommy Tallarico taking me to court with copyright infringement of this song. This stupid McDonald's song.
Oh my god. I'm so jealous you have that really cool shirt.
I'm wearing it right now.
Whoa.
The biggest shirt I own, and so I have to wear it anytime it gets too hot.
Pretty cool.
If anybody wants to buy me another shirt, please, because I can't keep wearing this everywhere.
I need to update my fashion. I hate going to the. I've been trying to find like a good denim jacket so I can start like collecting cool patches, but like anytime I go to even the thrift store, like the denim's like so expensive.
Oh, I think I got mine on like Facebook Marketplace.
You see, I don't
I
use Facebook.
Oh, I don't, but it was a somebody sent it me as a link and then said, "Hey, you should get this." And then I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then I walked 5 minutes from my house and picked it up. I was like, "Yep, this is the best jacket I've ever owned."
Donson feels me. Yeah, I also live in LA, so I'm assuming everyone here loves to like do their
Hot
fashion
country. Yeah.
TikToks at Goodwill.
Oh, you should be a TikToker.
No, I don't want people to know to see me
Well,
spread misinformation.
you have a special face. You have a face to go over the face.
I need to
Surely.
actually finish making that. It's been too warm. I was gonna do it at my friend's house because he has more room, but it's like too warm in California right now to do anything.
Mm.
It sucks.
I know, like yours and those computers have been overheating just from existing. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
it's not great. It could be
okay.
worse, I guess, but I'm still gonna complain. Bones. I need to see what bones look like. There it is. There's my bones. Being a girl with a masked fashion sense, it's hard, dude. All the men's stuff is too big, but the women's is too small. And since they removed changing rooms from every thrift store, it's hell. Yeah.
Here's what you do. You buy all the clothes on Facebook Marketplace, and then if it doesn't fit, you put it back on Facebook Marketplace. But for more money, no, that's not for more. Don't do that.
I just... The thing is, I've been wanting to upgrade, like, my fashion just because, like, I wear pretty basic shit. Because I don't really go out that much on account of my job does not require me to go out. Which I guess is a blessing, but... I just want a cool pair of pants. Why are they so fucking expensive? Or like, cheaply made. I don't know. I want to go to Goodwill without it being, like, upsold.
Maybe a different thrift store.
Maybe. I should just like start living the life of someone that only owns like 2 pairs of pants.
Like me?
Pour moi,
Pour moi?
el
Unfair, you shouldn't have.
grand showman.
El Grand Shaman. Could you put El Grand Shaman on the screen?
You're gonna need to give me a picture of el grand showman for me to put it up. El grand showman. I've never watched The Greatest Showman, and I don't intend to, but
Yeah, you shouldn't. Don't watch it. Oh well. Sad news from the zone. El Grand Shaman is gone.
It's gone?
They've replaced it with an English one. This is so sad. What's the fucking point anymore?
Alright, I gotta find my funny photos now.
Where am I gonna find my funny photos now? You could put The Greatest Showman Funko Pop on screen. That's like the same thing, right?
No, because then people are gonna think we're Greatest Showman fans.
And Funko Pop fans.
If there's, I don't want to judge anyone's tattoo taste, but like,
Oh, I do.
question for the people: why would you get a tattoo of a Funko Pop of something? Like,
You know,
what is it about the Funko Pop that's elevated your tattoo? That's my question. Just my favorite pastime is to look up a tattoo of something and then put Funko Pop at the end.
Babe,
See what magical
Pop
thing we
tattoo.
get.
you find the Baby Yoda penis Funko Pop tattoo, please, and show it on stream for everybody?
No, I don't want to show people. My Twitch stream is gonna get flagged. Why would someone do that? I don't know. Like, I guess because they're a fan of Funko Pops. That's the only thing I can think of.
Ding, ding,
I just-
ding, ding.
My personal mantra for getting tattoos of things that are like IP brands and stuff is it has to be something that I have enjoyed for a really long time. And personally for me, I like having a more subtle tattoo. Like, it stands alone as a cool design aside from it being just a reference of something that I like. Some people just like to get portraits of famous people on their body, and you know what?
Yeah.
The only tattoo I ever really desire is the Bloodborne Hunter's Mark. It's something subtle and won't
pretty
haunt
cool.
me. The only Funko I have is Smaug, and he sits in a bowl of chocolate coins. Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Everyone that I know that has a Funko Pop has one that doesn't look like a Funko Pop. It's always like, this is Godzilla. Or this is a dragon. It's always ones that don't look like it, because those are the only good ones.
I used to have a Funko Pop of Winston that my aunt gave me, and a
Well,
friend
that's
of mine
different,
gave me a Hulk Funko Pop that I still own.
Can you? Oh wait, no, you probably can't show this on screen.
Probably not.
Imagine Baby Yoda, but if he was a cock. That's what I'm gonna say to the audience.
Very cool. I think the Funko Pops that aren't of people look pretty good though. Like the ones where it's like not
like
a human design.
The Beauty and the Beast ones.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Mrs. Potts is the best Funko Pop.
But
they're all so hideous. I'm sorry. I just despise them.
yeah,
all.
I think like a Hunter's Mark from Bloodborne is a cool tattoo. I really want to get either Lilith's mask from Neon Genesis, or I want a whole arm tattoo, or at least a tattoo on my forearm to like maybe my hand of the Lance of Longinus from Neon Genesis, because
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm a bit of a Neon Genesis fan, and by that I mean I'm a bit of a freak about it, and so I could justify getting a tattoo like that because I like it. I've liked it for such a long time. I don't know if these bones are accurate, but we're just gonna roll with it.
I think that looks good enough.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. The Disney Funkos are cursed. Yeah, all of the ones from the live action Beauty and the Beast are pretty bad. God, the Beauty and the Beast live action movie like threw me for a fucking loop when I watched it in theaters. It was a bog standard movie of just the Beauty and the Beast. The designs were like painfully like Rococo in the sense that they are just so over the top and too intricate for me to like enjoy. But at the very end of the movie, I forgot what the conversation was about. Maybe it was like Belle saying, "Ah ha ha," something about you used to be a beast, and then like the beast character as a human now like growled. He like snarked.
Why?
He's like, "Ruff." And I was like, what the
Why?
fuck?
Why do you do that?
I don't know. It was very scary. I'm not sure what half the accents in the film are. Yeah, that too. I will say it's not as bad as the Aladdin one. The Aladdin one physically made me cringe, so. Also, the Lion King one was pretty bad too. They're all bad.
Need to watch. I'm trying to think of any of the live action remakes, and my brain's just dissolving.
I still have not watched either
Does
two of those.
Cruella
You don't have to watch them. Your life is not.
Oh god, yeah, don't watch them. They're terrible. Let's watch Aladdin. It's great.
We've had this exact conversation before too. Yeah. Was there any good live action remakes? The Little Mermaid was decent. I haven't watched the Little Mermaid one.
The Little Mermaid
I think Halle Berry looks very cool. I think she makes a great Ariel. I don't like the redesigns of Sebastian or Flounder though, but that's just me. The only good remakes that I can think of, personally for me, I think the Maleficent movies are good. By that I mean they're fun. I think that the beginning eras of the Disney remake series, where it wasn't just a one-to-one remake, it was just them experimenting with it, was a good time. And then they were like, okay, now we gotta capitalize on nostalgia and just remake each movie. And it just became shit. But what do I know? I'm not an executive of any company. The chair is so fucking squeaky. I don't know any remakes I like. I mean, by like the Maleficent ones, I would say they're tolerable. None of them are above a 2.5 stars for me. Like, I rate a 2.
Oh, Vriska's here. Hi, Vriska.
Vriska. The only executive I have is bad executive function. Yeah, me too. God, because of the heat, I've just been like laying in bed in the morning, unable to get up because I'm like, it's too fucking warm. What am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to lie there all writhing and gross in like a pool of just
sweat
everything.
And grime, yeah. I've been needing more movies to watch. I recently saw a couple of cool movies I wanted to check out. This one movie that I really want to watch, but I'm kind of afraid it might be too scary for me. The Sadness.
The Sadness?
Yeah, it's kind of like a zombie virus, but instead it like makes people incredibly violent.
The Sadness.
Wet towel on face, let the moisture cool you like slug slime. Yeah, I should do that.
Slug slime. Imagine. The Sadness. Zombie horror.
They're not like necessarily zombies, but it is like a virus. My cats have been so bleh recently, it's hard to get them to move, to drink. They're doing fine though. Yeah, I can only imagine what it's like to be a haired creature during these trying times.
A haired beast.
A haired beast. Our one friend has like a kitty that keeps trying to sit on his lap, but the cat's like super warm and it's just
Aw.
so muggy, so it just makes it worse. Mm. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, I'm clapping my hands so hard right now.
My biggest thing, I've been really wanting to find a really bad show to watch. I started watching Teen Wolf and it was comically bad. Did you watch Teen Wolf
Can we
with
watch
me?
it?
I watched like the first couple episodes with people and like there was like he like before he turned into a werewolf he had like asthma or something and he like got
You
knocked
showed me
over.
the you showed me the next time on Teen Wolf or last time on Teen Wolf thing, and it was two elf twins combining together
Yeah, cool, right?
to make a slightly larger wolf.
Oh my god, wait, have we ever on stream talked about the Jekyll and Hyde show?
Oh my god, okay. It's really bad. Everyone should watch it.
Everyone should watch it. It is we wanted to make a show that would pop off on Tumblr, but
It
also
is
make the opening so violent that people immediately were turned off by the show.
it's made by Stephen Moffat, right?
No, not Stephen Moffat. He did make a Jekyll and Hyde show though,
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking of the other one.
but there was a show that was it was kind of a monster of the week format until it wasn't anymore. And then like the show's main like antagonist is a guy named Lord Trash
Oh yeah, I forgot about
and Lord
that.
Dance. And it tried to imply that Jekyll got his Hyde powers from the great god Pan, the sex
Yeah,
goat.
it's good. Lord Trash is a really good villain. And by that I mean he's the only villain I'm thinking about it.
Well, Lord Trash was the guy that was stuck in the jar that would like they wanted they had to open it. Penny Dreadful was entered. Okay. I
Hank
love
Dreadful is okay.
I love Penny Dreadful. New cosplay Lord Trash. Yeah, all you have to do is put yourself in a jar.
Yeah,
And the only way
agreed.
you can escape the jar is if an angry British guy opened it for you. Um but
I go on
Penny
the sorry
hmm,
to interrupt. Jekyll and Hyde, I go on the official wiki for it because it has one of those. And somebody's put like really detailed descriptions of the first two episodes, and then they've obviously given up because everything else is completely blank.
mhm. Oh,
It's the only two things on the whole wiki.
a Bite Size said Lord Trash was basically a heart in a jar. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Okay, so Penny Dreadful though. I watched Penny Dreadful as it was coming out, and I would say it's a little bit better than like I guess Jekyll and Hyde. It felt like kind of American Horror Story in terms of like the type of people it was trying to attract. I thought if only there were angry British people. Um I liked Victor Frankenstein in it. He was like a stone cold weirdo. I love stone cold
Something wet
weirdos.
tissue.
Um, but like I was disappointed by the werewolves in it. You never saw those fuckers once. 0 out of 10.
Oh yeah, the werewolf guy is a cowboy the entire time. He's like, well, I'm gonna wrangle up some trouble, and then he's a werewolf for like 5 seconds out the whole series.
Which I
He
guess
sucks.
he transforms into a werewolf during the full moon, so I guess you don't see it that often. But like,
Yeah,
it's
but I want to see it. That's like the
also
best bit.
he's not he's like the early movie werewolves where he's just like
He's Wolfman.
he just has like hair and colored eyes. Werewolves never get enough love. Yeah, okay. So this was a while ago, but I was on like a werewolf binge for the longest time, and I was like, let's try to watch every werewolf movie I can find. And then I went through all of the good ones in the beginning, so the only ones left were like absolute garbage, and I had to take a break. It was so
You had
bad.
a roulette with
Mm-hmm.
them on, and you got about 60 in, and there was just like a solid 3 or 4 weeks of the worst movies we'd ever seen ever.
Mm-hmm.
And we should carry on. Can we carry on? Just give it another chance.
Yeah, we
Because I
can.
would.
We haven't watched Teen Wolf yet. I like it when
I
werewolves can choose and are just freaks of muscle, no mood necessary. I like. I think I'm an appreciator of all kinds of werewolves. I definitely have preferences for sure, and I think, but I've become a bit of a connoisseur of.
I'm a fine like a wine taster. You're like,
Oh
ah
yeah,
yes, sir.
oh yes.
A little under the full moon, I see.
Um,
Silver bullets, yes. Oh yeah, part of the thing was you take a shot anytime there's a scene where somebody makes a silver bullet, and it's every single movie.
I should make the official Q approved werewolf drinking game. One of the middle square or one of the squares has to be some kind of Native American mysticism in it.
Oh, of
Like,
course. Even in the weird 30s like British movies they made, like it always has Native American mysticism or Romani mysticism.
yeah, I hate romanticized werewolves and vampires. Bring back sopping wet beasts that are grotesque and want to maim as their enrichment. Yeah, dog
Yeah.
soldiers is. I
Uh,
I feel so bad when I tell people this, but I did not like dog soldiers.
somebody's commissioned me to do a painting of dog soldiers, and I watched it so I could do the painting. It's
I will say
got
this: the
some
werewolf
cool effects
designs
in. The
are
werewolf
fun.
designs are fun.
I like them a
Yeah,
lot, but just
I didn't
I
like
think I might have
Frankie.
maybe I'll try to because I didn't finish it. I like skipped to the end. Maybe I'll actually sit down and watch it for real. But
I liked the fact that the house was a miniature.
oh, was it?
Every wide shot of the house is a miniature. Yeah, that was just a cool little detail. I didn't realize until afterwards. I was looking behind the scenes. It's like, yeah, that's just a tiny, teeny little house you got on a desk there. It's cute. Don't know why you did that, but
Like
cool.
I think it's not because Dog Soldier is necessarily a bad movie. It's just a movie that's not. It doesn't scratch the werewolf mythos that I like to be scratched. I guess. I guess that's a good way
Doesn't
to put it.
scratch the prostate. It doesn't scratch the right part of the wolf.
But
Um,
I will say after watching it, I do understand people that like why people would like it. But I just remember watching it and it was. To be fair, I think we were also like in that gauntlet of watching like some really bad ones. Like
oh yeah, we'd seen like 40 at this point.
yeah, we saw like at least 30 werewolf movies at that point.
We were a month or so into doing this like every day.
Yeah, so I definitely was delirious by the time we got to Dog Soldier. Um,
We should do it again. Is there a way we can do like a live watch along thing so that we're convinced to continue watching it?
I think like if there's some on Tubi TV, we could just have a timestamp on it, maybe, and just have like a watch along party. I don't know how that would work, but we could try.
Rewatch on Tubi. Everybody fucking loves Tubi in
Yeah,
this house.
also, if anyone ever wants to do like a large werewolf movie bonanza, 80% of the really obscure ones will be on Tubi. So,
Yeah, and they're all made in the 20s, and they all star one guy.
oh yeah, the Spanish one.
The one Spanish guy who, he kind of does look a little bit like a wolf by the time you're done with him.
I think one of the worst ones we saw was The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here. Great name. It had just a I don't even know how to describe it.
It's a very boring movie for
it
like a half an hour, and then just someone kills a mouse, like a real mouse with a hammer, and
they
then
weren't
like they
even
just
they were also just torturing the mice in it. Like
yeah,
do
a
not
really
watch it. I do not
don't watch it.
recommend it. As funny as the
Good,
name
very
is.
good name.
it's the god awful movie, and it had animal like cruelty in it, and it was just very upsetting to watch.
Yeah, that's
Not
oh yeah, there wasn't even a werewolf in it. I forgot about that.
they are
It
quote
wasn't Lost
unquote
5,000.
werewolves, but not really. There were some of them.
Oh, I've never seen the poster for it. The poster's kind of cool.
It's just a bad movie.
Can you put the poster on screen?
Yeah, sure. Uh,
Just put it in. I just sense it.
uh, hold on.
Don't watch it. It's terrible.
Rowan just asked me to if he can join. Let me.
Hi, Ron. Oh, I like that. I glanced away and I glanced back. And you got a nice looking ribcage on.
Thanks. It's still kind of a whip, but let me add Rowan in here. Do I have?
Wait, I can just do this. Oh shit! No way. I was supposed to type in Ron. I'll do Ron's on next.
Can you tell Rowan that he can come in?
Ron, you can come in.
Rowan.
How do I invite Ron in?
Just message him. He should be able to just jump in now. I just have to set it up on account of just need to put it. But yeah, I did not enjoy The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here. I think I really like Ginger Snaps though. Ginger Snaps has like a really fun gross werewolf design.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I thought I watched it, but it turns out it was Jennifer's Body.
Jennifer's Body's very good. I remember not liking Ginger Snaps when I first watched it, but watching it again, I was like, no, this is a fun coming of age movie. This is fun. This is perfectly good.
A fun coming of age
Also,
flick.
now that I had perspective of what an actual bad werewolf movie was like, I was like, this is great. This is the best movie I've ever seen.
Went through torture for 5,000 hours. Just a very average movie looks pretty good.
Yeah. I think my favorite werewolf design was, or I guess my favorite transformation scene and werewolf design was American Werewolf in London, of course. But, I mean, you can't really compete with Rick Baker's insanity.
Yeah, speaking of Rick Baker, does anyone want to give me $140 right now? Because I found somebody selling the, one of the Gremlin props.
Oh
One
yeah.
of the good close-up ones. And that's how much they're asking for. And I could have it in my house. I know I said I'm moving, but wouldn't it be cool if the first piece of furniture I got was a Gremlin? John is falling right
I think if I had unlimited money, I'd want like the puppet of the werewolf from American Werewolf in London. I will say I did not like American Werewolf in Paris.
Oh, that was terrible.
It was funny bad, but
It was very funny. And like it's funny to laugh at as opposed to laugh with. Everyone should check it out. Go check it out.
what,
Log off the stream now. Go check it out.
American Werewolf in Paris?
Yeah. Where is Ron? Did Ron say he was gonna join?
I think so. I'm just in case. I'm gonna just I'm gonna I don't want like I don't want someone with like hot soup to like walk in. So hold on.
Yeti conference.
But blah, blah, blah. Honestly, like a lot of those werewolf movies are kind of a blur to me now. I don't remember most of them.
Because most of them were the exact same movie. A lot of the early ones, it's Wolfman, Dracula, and Frankenstein, and they all have a fun day together. And there's somebody stabs Dracula in the heart, and then the movie ends. And that's how they all go. And where a Wolfman is always a good guy, but he's like, "Oh, you guys have to get out of here. I'm about to turn to Wolfman," and then he turns into Wolfman. And all those movies are the same.
Yeah, remember when we watched the original Wolfman movie and like Lou Talbot was like stalking a girl and like peeping
Oh
into
yeah,
her bedroom through his
just
like
like through his giant telescope that's sticking straight through her window, and he's like, "Ah, a woman."
a woman, and then he was like, "Do you have this type of necklace?" And she's like, "How did you know that?" And he's like, "Because I was watching you through my
Watch.
window." And it was like the
I like the bit where they're like, "Well, you're a young man. You're about to leave home. You're a young 16-year-old man," and he's like very clearly in his 40s. He's like this towering like 7 foot tall 40-year-old man. He's like, "Ah, yes,
he
I've come
looked
to take your daughter's hand in marriage," and
he
he's
was
like,
acting like a 16-year-old while he was looking like a 40-year-old.
"Stick
Reminds
that
me
ball."
of when I went to Pike's Market in Seattle on vacation and there was an alien head holding a pride flag with a lesbian scarf, trans necklace, and non-binary hat. I wanted it so badly, and if the pride merch, especially if the pride merch came with the alien, no way I was fitting it into my suitcase though. Man, I want a gay alien to hang out with me.
You can have that. No one can
Oh
stop.
my god, when you're driving, I took a road trip across the US and we stopped in like Nevada or Arizona or something and they had like alien jerky for sale and I was like, what does that mean? Is is the
Do
jerky
they have,
made of alien or did the aliens make the jerky?
do they have to list the ingredients on that? Because I feel like that's a real spoiler for what's inside.
I mean, I'm assuming they have to. It's just I was just so curious. It was like the I don't think we stopped by, but it was like some kind of like tourist trap. Like full of aliens. It's very wild looking.
Nevada. We've got to get to Nevada.
So what?
Nevada. We gotta go to
Nevada.
Nevada.
We gotta go to Las Vegas and go to Circus and lose it all at the slots.
Can't wait to lose it. Can't wait to lose it at the slots.
We gotta go to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. See all the cool ghosts that he owns.
Zach Bagans' Museum of Murder Weapons,
Oh
which he
my
has for
god.
some reason.
I fucking love Ghost Adventures. I don't watch it seriously at all. Like, I don't think that man has caught a single ghost in his life. But one of the funniest, I was watching it like on my own because I like to just have shows on when I'm like watching, when I'm working. And like, he put the thermal camera on someone's like hands and like his fingers were like clearly not having any circulation, right? There was no there was no blood flow. It was cold. And instead of like you need to go to the hospital for that. You got to get that checked out. But the guy was like, "What could this mean?" And Zach Baggins like, "It's the ghost.
I,
The
u-
ghost is
I used the ghost ultrasound to check, and it seems there's a tiny ghost inside of your belly.
there's a
It's
tiny
like, no,
ghost."
no, Zach, that's not what that is.
And then in the same episode, or at least like the episode before then, they were like walking through like the sewers or something. Like it was like an underground water reservoir or some shit. And he found
Oh yeah,
like a possum skull in some shallow water. And he
what could
tried.
have killed this animal?
He's like,
There's no way an animal could have died here.
how could an animal have died in water this shallow? And I was like, I don't know, Zach. Maybe like someone threw up.
Zach Bagans has never been outside before. He gets scared by everything.
It was really funny. I was watching an episode. I forgot what season it was, but he just started like talking about how much he wanted to have sex. I
Oh
think
yeah,
I think he was trying to say the ghost was like haunting him. But he's
he
like,
got
I want to have sex right now. It's not funny. Hey yo, alarm. Hello. Oh, who's here?
Who's that?
Hi, Rowan.
Alright.
Hold on. Rowan's very quiet. Rowan, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, Let me boost you up. You're very quiet.
Yeah, let me see if I can. Is there anywhere I can plug my microphone in? I don't
Microphone.
know.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me put your name so people know who you are.
Mr. Microphone.
But yeah, I fucking love
Oh,
Zach
Jesus.
Baggins. He's funny as shit.
He's great. I love when he gets haunted so bad that his eyes go cross-eyed forever and he has to wear glasses for the rest of his life.
Demon House is a very funny movie to watch. Would recommend it if you want to get high or something. What wants to have sex? What did I get in here just in time to hear? Oh yeah, it was Zach Baggins.
Yeah.
During
He's like
like
he stood there and he's like, well, guys, I think the ghost is. I
guys.
don't know what it is right now, but right now I just really want to have sex. And he looks directly at the camera, just like,
And
okay,
he's
cool,
like,
Zach. Thanks.
this is not a joke. Sex is a very normal thing to want. And I was like, Zach, can I help you, Zach? Is there something you need? It was just really awkward and I don't know. I don't know, Zach.
Zach, this is no longer fun for us.
Ghost Brothers are great. I love Ghost Brothers.
Ghost Brothers is great.
Oh my
yeah.
god, I think it might have been Ghost Brothers or possibly Ghost in the Hood, but like the brothers like went in and like the first thing the ghosts say on like the EMF or the ghost box was something super racist. And it made me realize I could never go ghost hunting. I'm so afraid of like the ghost calling me a slur. Like Eddie, it could be Eddie slur. Like maybe the ghost. Bee burgers. Yay, art stream. Hi. I'm doing art. I'm trying to not do just video games. BuzzFeed Supernatural. I really like.
BuzzFeed Unsolved is good.
And
Yeah.
I guess they're called the Ghost Files now. But,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But they're actually like entertaining in a genuine way, but like Ghost Adventures is like it feels like a huckster scammer somehow scamming himself. I don't know how else to describe it. Like he believes in his own hype.
It's like a man stepping on a supernatural rake over and over again.
It's like a guy who left notes for himself, like as a kid. He left like a bunch of notes, like pretending to be a ghost as a kid, and now as an adult, he's found them all, and he's forgotten that he wrote them as a kid. And he's like, guys, somebody wrote me this note, so like it mentions me by name. I'm scared.
Also, like, there are people that are clearly like passing out from like low blood sugar or having like just problems, and instead of saying we need to take you to the hospital, there's something wrong, he's like, the ghosts are attacking my team, I can no longer take this anymore.
It's 3 a.m. and my team is falling asleep. There's no way this could be happening normal.
Are we talking about those shows where people look for ghosts and then hear a noise? Yeah, all those shows, anytime the ghosts start quote unquote manifesting, they're all like, we have to get out of here.
Yeah. It's like, cool, there's like evidence that no one's ever caught before. You want to catch you in the building? It's like, no, I think we have enough evidence for tonight. And then the episode just ends.
I could become
It makes me think of that like it makes me think of that one fucking ghost show that like Jenny Nicholson talked about, where they have like a home like inspector come in.
Paranormal home inspector.
Yeah, paranormal home inspector. And
the worst name for a show.
And they have the home inspector come in and like explain everything. Like basically explain away everything and be like, oh yeah, this is what would cause this. This is what would cause this.
Oh yeah, it's,
like,
it's
see,
leaky,
it's
leaky
all...
pipes in the basement. All like,
yeah,
your
like
TV, your remote is connected to both TVs, so it turns all the TVs in your house on. That's
this house is actually like there's faulty wiring, and this is actually like a safety hazard. You should get this looked at.
You should get the gas checked in your house. You have a gas.
Yeah, and then they bring in the psychic, and then she's like actually like 10,000 people
There's a
died
there's
in
a
this
tiny little
house.
Victorian boy who. Did you know that 50 years ago, someone died down the street?
Yeah, it's not even in the house. It's like someone died like 2
There was a car
miles.
crash in this county, and I think that ghost is
Y'all
in.
want to hear about the woman whose house was haunted by the Cookie Monster?
Whoa.
I was the
I-
Cookie Monster.
Every episode of Ghost Adventures, I get a little chuckle at the start because every episode it starts with Zach saying, "We've had years to build our credibility," and it's very, very funny to me that he's wasted those 25 years of being on TV by pretending to be haunted.
It's
What a
great.
beautiful
Okay. So Jenny Nicholson has Paranormal Investigator. My favorite is 21 Days Haunted. It's on Netflix if anyone has Netflix or any other means to watch it, who knows. But it is what are the name of the two huckster investigators that the Conjuring is like based on?
Oh, the Warrens? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Warrens, yeah.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah, they had this quote-unquote theory that ghosts don't start manifesting until 21 days of you living there, because that's when they start getting annoyed at you. And so it was
that's when they're like, that's when they realize, oh, this is not temporary. This
I'm
bitch
not
is here
leaving.
forever. Huh?
Yeah, and so they had like 3 separate teams staying at haunted places, right? And they got nothing. It was all just, they didn't capture any physical evidence at all. It instead was all of them just complaining about the vibes they were getting. I think we had talked about this on a stream before, but someone took out something called they called the God Helmet. That's supposed to help amplify your ghost powers, but it just looked like a Fallout helmet. It just looked like shit. But if you guys like bad ghost shows, I highly recommend 21 Days Haunted. It's utter garbage. Also, thank you for the follow. Oh my god.
I went to the used bookstore by my house today to poke around, and I found a giant tome of the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
I was
Leatherbound.
like, wow, there it is.
Like an old journal.
Yeah, a diary, if you will.
Some kind of diary. No, can't be right.
Gonna head out, have an appointment. Thank you for joining, Dawn Sun. It's always a pleasure to see you here.
Good luck on your
Why
appointment.
21 days though? I think it's because like the ghosts start manifesting 21 days in or something. I think that's what they're trying to say. I don't think it's true though.
Yeah, it's completely arbitrary.
I saw this TikTok that was like, ghosts can't. My hot take is ghosts can't actually hurt you because if they did, there would be significantly less white people in the world.
It's true.
Like, you're right. God, I forgot how unwieldy painting something takes.
It's good. It looks great.
I have not made any headway on this thing though. I'm liking the way it looks though. The colors are exactly what I wanted it to be because I wanted to make something that was like less red.
Currently working on a commission, and I'm like recreating the client was like, I'm really into this outfit. I've been wearing this outfit a lot. Can you recreate it? And I was like, yes. So now I'm basically recreating this really good. It's a good T-shirt. It's a really good T-shirt. And it has like a dragon and a wizard and some goblins on it.
Yeah.
And in big letters at the top it says BDSM, and then underneath it says battles dragons, swords, and magic.
Yeah, that's cool. Can you recreate my Tommy Tallarico shirt, please?
Okay.
28 Days Later. I've never watched 28 Days Later. That's the
It's
vampire
good.
movie, right?
No, it's
No, that's I
zombies,
Am
and it stars
Legend.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy.
I pronounce his name wrong every time.
Silly Billy Murphy.
You know, Oppenheimer himself.
28 Days Later is a film series. It stars Cillian Murphy. I have yet to watch Oppenheimer, but I kind of don't want to.
I'm not gonna.
I watched Barbie in theaters though. That was incredible. We watched it in like downtown Burbank. It was full of like adults cosplaying as Barbie and stuff, and everyone was taking the movie super seriously. They were super respectful while watching it. My friend was saying though he watched it later in a theater that was full of children, and the movie going experience was incredibly different than watching it with like a bunch of adults. Which I can only imagine what that's like.
I haven't watched Barbie yet, but I assume it's not a children's movie.
It's not.
I thought it was gonna be more of a children's movie than it turned out to be. I was pleasantly surprised. I really liked it. It was fun. I wasn't really a big Barbie person, but I did own this like unicorn Barbie head that you could like play with, and I used to just dunk it in water because the hair would change color from like cold water or something, but I was too lazy to use like
Oh, my sister had one of those.
yeah. It was fun. I liked dunking it in water.
I want to dunk everyone else's toys.
Barbie was great. It was a bit more the Lego movie than I was expecting.
Also starring Will Ferrell.
Also starring Will Ferrell, yeah.
I like. This just tells you the kind of fucking like weird thing that I am. I like to this day, the number one thing that I can say about it that I enjoyed about it was Rob Brydon is in it.
I don't even
You
know
just-
who that is.
If you saw him, you'd no. Actually, no, you wouldn't. That's a lie.
He's a little Welsh man.
He
Well,
is.
who did he play though in the Barbie?
He played Sugar Daddy Ken.
Oh, okay, yeah, so when I was watching that movie, why did I catch on fire for a second? I just noticed that. That was weird. When I was watching that movie and I saw Sugar Daddy Ken, I was like, I bet Rowan likes this actor. I don't know his name, but
Yeah, he's the most annoying guy possible.
he's like a weird guy, and I was like, okay, yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I'm sure Rowan's gonna tell me the name of this weirdo next time I talk to him.
Dude, no! Oh, I didn't realize he was going to be fucking eviscerated.
Sorry, I'm reading your ass.
You are, and you know what? That's true. I was like literally sitting in the theater pointing at him to my friend and being like, "That's Rob Brydon," and I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is he doing with it? Like the American accent? It was so weird."
Is he putting on an accent?
Yeah, he does like this weird American accent.
The best part was the Michael Cera. I fucking loved Alan. Alan was great.
Alan was very good.
I'm a big fan of Ryan Gosling. I have no idea what he's like as a person, and I refuse to know. But I like that.
You like the fact that he plays the same guy in every movie.
Yeah, I like the fact that he plays the same guy in every movie, or different variations of the same guy. Recently we watched Lars and the Real Girl, and I was expecting
really
it to
good.
be really weird, but it's like it was such a good movie. Like
It's surprisingly heartfelt.
it made me tear up at the end, honestly, a little bit.
Understandable. It's I don't know. It's very sweet.
It was a sweet movie.
Also, uh, Q sometime later, like off stream, and Lou, I would love your to get your opinions on so the author that I've been working with. One of the things she was telling me was like, so I wanna like draw up like a commercial price sheet for stuff, but like one of the things that she was saying was like apparently a lot of artists working with like indie romance authors, they have like kind of like package deals where like basically you pay like X amount of money, and then it includes like basically the cover and like some art for the back of the book and stuff like that. And so I'd be interested in getting your feedback on like what you think a good
More
a good
billion
like
dollars for one tooth.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm not good at pricing shit. But I haven't done that many book covers. My
I
expertise lies in comics and t-shirt design.
I have done multiple book covers and I've never charged enough, so I'm not a good person to ask. I did a full wraparound cover a few months ago for like 300.
Lou,
It was
what the
not-
fuck?
Yeah, I know. I was
Yeah.
desperate. I thought I was moving that week, and then it wasn't. Whoops.
I mean, we've
I hope
all.
the author. I hope the author like releases the book because so many times. But I hope so. Ah, whatever.
You gotta pay yourself enough to live, girly.
Hey, if anybody wants some music done, I'll do that. I love doing music.
I want to commission you to do more music for my streams and stuff.
I will actually do more music for you for free because I do love doing music. Like I've been doing music this whole time. I've done 4 songs in the time you've been streaming. It's great.
I'm really liking how this jellyfish is turning out, though. I think I'm getting like the transparent thing going. It's not luminescent
That's
though.
great.
I might do like a separate drawing just to show what it's like.
You could add
Jellyfish.
another layer and do sort of a Can you do the glow layer, whatever it's called, effects layer,
Yeah,
layer styles?
the thing that RJ Palmer does. I know how to do that. I'm not adding any highlights yet though. Like I really love doing the highlight section, but that's only really like the very end for you to do that. Thank you for the follow.
Wah!
Yeah, for those that don't know, I recently released my senior thesis on Gumroad. Lou, can
Yay.
you put a link to my Gumroad in chat?
Sure.
I recently released that because originally, I don't know why I wasn't following you on here before. I'm following you on Twitter and Tumblr. Well, now you are. You're not goofy no more. Because originally I had it on Issue. I think that's what the site was called, and they were like, "Your file's too big. Pay us money for people to see it." I was like, "No,
How does that work?
no.
Die.
There you go.
I rather make money."
$1 whole dollar.
For one whole
One shiny
I
coin.
was thinking probably like after a week, I'm gonna add a PDF of the all the sketches I did as well, so we'll have 2 files on there. But looking at the work again, I was like, man, I need to finish this book for real, because
Very cool.
the version that I have is like unfinished by like a lot. I cut out a lot, and I didn't have like the time to write what I wanted, which sucks. But I also was working deliriously, and I only had half a year to work on it, so the amount of illustrations I did for half a year, I would say, is pretty impressive.
Part of me is kind of okay that I'm not going back to my regular day job just because it means that I'm not going to my schedule is not going to be quite as crazy.
I like the little jelly dudes. Thank you. Yeah.
jelly dudes.
You're gonna have more time to do art at least. I'm on my phone,
Yeah.
so I can't click the link, but what was it about? My thesis was kind of like a found journal thing of like a fucked up forest. The jellyfish I'm drawing on is actually for it. Not to say too
Yeah.
much, but
If you'd like to see, oh, actually, well, I was gonna say I can put a link to your website. There's 1 or 2 panels from it on there if people want to like a little sampler.
yeah. It was something I initially pitched. I originally wanted to do a graphic novel set in that world, but then I realized I don't want to do a graphic novel. So I ended up doing something that was more in line of what I wanted, of what my work was looking like anyway, around that time. Hmm. Double link to the site. It's your Twitch. Go crazy with it. Yeah, it's my Twitch. Next up, we're going to be playing Finding Nemo and speedrunning Van Helsing at the same
Speedrunning.
Oh
time.
my god. Oh man, Q, I recently watched a video where this YouTuber that I sometimes watch, he was playing uh I think it was Dark Souls. It was either Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 1. But he was playing with the controller was a baby in a blender. Like
What?
it was a baby doll in a blender.
Oh.
And so the baby had like a joystick coming out of the top of its head. And then to use an Estus flask, he would have to like violently like crack the baby's neck to the side.
Oh,
What
you're
the
killing.
fuck? That's great. I I want to play fucking Dark Souls again. I was thinking of streaming myself playing Dark Souls so I can actually sit down and finish it. I have too many games I'm playing. I'm trying to play through all the Final Fantasy games right now, and I'm like at Final Fantasy 4, and I'm almost done with it. I was like, shit, now I'm gonna have to buy Final Fantasy 5. Too many games.
Blasphemous 2 is coming out next week, and you fucking know that I pre-ordered that.
That looks fun. There's too many games for me to keep track of that I'm like not really pre-ordering anything right now.
It's fair. That's like the only game that I have like really been like sitting on like in anticipation.
I am
And I'm
getting
really sad.
hmm?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say I'm getting Armored Core though. That's like a game that
Oh,
I really
nice.
want.
I'm very sad because I can feel the world like passing me by because they're not releasing it on PlayStation 4. They're releasing it on PS5, but not PS4. And so I'm just like, I'm truly being fucking left behind.
They're releasing on a PS5 to the 5 people who have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm just like, just put it on PS4, like please.
Someone asked, aren't all the Final Fantasies like 7 billion hours long? Not all of them. I've been beating the original 6, the Pixel ones, like about 30 hours each, maybe give or take, maybe a little bit more, a little less. The game you're thinking of though is Final Fantasy 14, which I currently have. What's
300 hours.
like fucking yeah 300 hours in it, and I'm not even like halfway through the game. That's the. Did you know it has a free trial all the way up to Heavensward?
That doesn't mean anything to normal people.
Um.
And I'm gonna go get some more milk. I'll be right back.
All right.
I know. Now I'm the one with the milk addiction. I'll be right back.
Very interesting. The modern ports have cheat codes that make them go faster too. Yeah. Also, hi Matt. I recommend if you're playing some of the original games, like ports of it, play it with cheats if you don't want to, like, grind a bunch. I do, so I try not to use cheats too much, but... You know. Oh, Rowan, have you played Dead Cells by any chance?
I have not.
If you like Blasphemous, I think you might like that game.
I'll have to check it out.
It's, it kind of feels like Blasphemous, but it's a roguelike.
Oh, I like
At least
roguelikes.
how it plays.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Caves of Cud Caves of Cud is finally going to be coming out of like beta
Mm-hmm.
next year. I'm like they've been like working on this game for like 15 years. I'm so excited.
Mm.
Um, and it's being released through the same distributor that released Dwarf Fortress.
Oh,
So
nice. I
yeah.
I had a friend separate of you also recommend me Caves of Cud.
It's genuinely like it's very fun. It's very like there's a lot. It's just like there's a lot of open-endedness to it. But also like there is stuff that you can do that's pretty linear. Um, and you can make really goofy characters and do really goofy like game-breaking stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and it's simultaneously like it can be very zen, and also it can get really, really like nuts and stressful.
Yeah. I've been craving a lot of more like linear narrative based games as of late, but that's because I've been playing nothing but Final Fantasy nonstop
Mm.
for the past like several. It's very interesting. I have some unpopular opinions about Final Fantasy, which I'm allowed to have because I played almost all of the Pixel games. But I really enjoy Final Fantasy. That was kind of whoa, thank you for the follow. Oh my god. Hello. Uh but I'm about to get to like the 3D games and I haven't played Final Fantasy 7 yet, which is the one everyone talks about. What kind of game is Caves of Cud? I thought that was like a 2D platformer. It's kind of like a
It it's
top-down game, right?
yeah, so it is like a science fantasy roguelike where uh you create a character and then you can either start in kind of like the sort of like newbie area, which is where you go if you wanna get in on that like sweet linear like kind of story action, or you can just be dumped in a random village like somewhere in the world, and then just do whatever you want. And uh, like everything in the game has the potential to be sentient. Uh, like one of the things that like one of the scenarios that they gave in the like 1.0 trailer was you can buy like a spray can of like brain, and then you could spray it on like an inanimate object and then imbue it with life.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and then if you want to, you can like mentally dominate the object. In this case, it was like a door, so it's like you can mentally dominate the door and then become the door, and then just continue your adventure as the door. And then eventually you die because like this giant ape slams you so hard that it just that it destroys you because you're a door.
Yeah, I feel like I do want to try that game at some point, but I think currently like my if you ever have like an appetite for a very specific type of game,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I that's not on my palette this month.
I feel you. Um, yeah, I go through like phases. I haven't like I did Endo just laugh?
Yeah, I think Endo's sitting on the toilet looking at TikTok.
um, but yeah, like I haven't played Caves of Cut in a while, but when I do go back to it, I like just I really enjoy it. I love making weird little guys and just going on adventures. Everything like the world building is just super rich and engaging.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's getting toasty in here. I'm actually making decent headway onto this. This is still more of a concept art piece than like like just a proof of concept of what this thing could be as opposed to a finished illustration, but I feel like I'm kind of getting a good gist as to what this thing is. Oh. I want it to be fall so bad though. It's been too fucking warm. Has it been warm in like Chicago?
Yeah, it's been in like it's been kind of sitting comfortably in like the 70s, 80s.
I wish that were me. It's like 90s.
Oh, my condolences. Yeah, it's well, and I will say like for me it's been a little bit more forgiving because I'm near the lake. So we get that sweet Lake Michigan like cooling effect.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a desert valley, so the heat is
Yeah.
amplified. And it sucks because one thing I liked about like California heat was it's not as humid as Florida.
Yeah.
So I never had to worry about I don't have to worry about like being in the shade and having it be just as warm. But recently it's been very muggy in California. I don't know
Blech.
why. Like the humidity is like 40%, 60, so like I'll just feel like shit even after taking a shower. It sucks.
Yeah, it's been pretty rainy here.
It's been so rainy in LA. I don't get it. I was told it didn't rain here at all, and then it like rained nonstop for like the month of like July or June or something. Hurricane on the way too. Are you fucking kidding me? So cool. I brought the rain with me. Sorry to all LA people. Ever since I moved here, it's just been raining. Gonna hit on Monday. Hopefully it's not like a real hurricane. I used to live in Florida, so it was very funny. We got hit by like, not necessarily a hurricane, but a very bad tropical storm our freshman year, but because a lot of us weren't from Florida, we were all freaking out. And all of the Florida kids were like, it's not that bad. It's just a hurricane. I was like,
Yeah,
what?
that's how I am with like tornadoes. Where it's like we'll get like tornado sirens in Chicago that are like it's not just the regular like Tuesday like testing. It's like it's like actual tornado siren. And I'm just like, yeah, if I see a tornado, I'll go to the basement, but I'm
Mhm.
staying in here. Like,
Oh, the hurricane that's gonna hit us is a named one. Scary. I think the worst hurricane that I've experienced was one in my childhood whose name I don't remember, but then we got hit by a hurricane my sophomore year of college and we had to like leave the campus because it was so bad. But I think Florida buildings are like built for hurricanes, so for the most
yeah.
part, unless it's like literally you're drowning, like it's not too bad. For New Jersey was getting hit by hurricanes so much though for a while when I was like in high school. I remember there was one year of high school where a lot of like of the students would just come in and be like, "Yeah, we haven't had like working electricity in our house for like a week now." So that's fun. And I was like, "Jesus fucking Christ."
Yeah, I remember a couple years back when like a tornado swept through a town near like where my mom lives, and we just like drive down the street and like half the houses on like the main stretch were just like flayed. Like
Jeez.
they just had everything like ripped off of them. Um, and and so now like whenever we go back, it's like just half the houses on the on like Main Street are just like brand new looking, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's like congratulations on your new house, I guess, but also sorry, sorry
Yeah,
about that.
The Jersey Shore was like absolutely destroyed for a while. As someone who lives in Sweden, this sounds fucking wild. Like I just stopped freaking out and unplugging everything when I hear thunder. Yeah, oh my god.
I
It's
one of my oh
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
you go.
I was gonna say like one of my favorite pastimes is telling my Swedish friends just like about normal like everyday shit in
Hmm.
America that's like normal to us, and then just like seeing their stunned like faces.
Like I wouldn't say we're as wild as Australia, but like in Florida you would literally see like I remember I saw a gator on the sidewalk once. Because my grandmom's house had like a large body of water that I think a gator or two would sometimes sneak in.
Oh, and see when I say like explaining insane shit, I mean like talking to my friend's sister who like just had a baby about what like maternity leave is like in the US.
Oh
And
god, yeah.
just like watching her and her husband just stare at me like I'm insane. And I'm like, ah, now you know how I feel all the time.
Yeah, it's not great. Also, just being, I think also like just living around natural disasters and how we cope with it is also wild.
Yeah.
I will say though, I prefer living in a place with earthquakes as opposed to hurricanes. Personally, for me.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm like, tornadoes aren't that
Tornadoes
bad.
sound scary, dude. Like, I went on.
It's like a dry hurricane.
Yeah, and hurricanes are scary.
Okay.
Also, I
Sure.
went on the Universal Studios ride called Twister, and it was scary. Dude, I'm so sad. I don't know if there's any theme park fans in chat right now, but they're closing Poseidon's Journey at Universal, and I'm so fucking sad about
No!
it.
I've never been to it, but
I took
isn't that the one? Isn't that the one that has Jeffrey Combs in
as the
it?
villain, yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I took human person in chat. We went to. It's all scary. What do you mean? Yeah, America's scary. But we went on the ride and we were waiting in line. It was miserable waiting in line because it was just a lot of us just standing still in a dark room, and it was like just really sleepy to be around. But once we got on the ride, it was fucking. It's not even a ride. It's not a ride, but it's like
An experience.
it's so archaic in its design. It feels like something from the early 2000s, which yeah, it was designed in the early 2000s, but it was it was a relic of an old time. And honestly, I prefer like old shit that's cringy than new IP based stuff.
Remember when we went on the ET ride and it just constantly felt like it was going to like collapse?
Yeah.
It was so jerky.
England may be rubbish, but at least you don't get tornadoes, hurricanes, and earthquakes. I think that's fair. Hi, Ed. I am working on the jellies. Everyone say hi to Val. I wanted to just do like a conceptual piece for myself so I can figure out how to paint translucent jellyfish material. You know. But yeah, I love the ET ride. That's like, did I? It wasn't when you were there, Rowan, but I went on the ride again with human person, and and fucking, I was in the gift shop and I saw like this ET plush. It was like the ugliest thing that I have ever seen. And I like turned around and I saw a father holding like five of them at the checkout line. And I didn't know how to react. I just started laughing inconsolably at the thought of someone mass buying a bunch of the ugliest doll I've ever seen, like for their child.
I still think about the ET that we saw under like the under the sheet uh because he had like dry rot.
Oh yeah, it was at the gift shop.
Yeah, it was like, oh, it's so cute. It's ET, and he's dressed up as like a Halloween ghost. It's like, no, he's just got dry rot.
It
So they
was
threw a sheet on
so
him.
fucking gross. My favorite thing is going. ET's ugly, but he's my favorite boy. What was
E.T.'s
it?
so ugly. I want him dead. Hi, I'm back.
I
Sorry, I
fucking.
just found out how much rent my new place is and got really excited.
Oh, nice. Ed says hi.
Yeah.
ET's incredible. They made somehow the ugliest and cutest thing ever. And oh, Rowan, sad thing. Remember the theme song of ET's Homeworld where it just sounds it's a bunch of little ETs singing the horrible song that they love to sing?
Yeah.
They
Yes,
changed it.
yeah.
It's just an orchestral piece. It's not them
Huh.
singing anymore, which I don't get. I don't know why they changed it. It saddened me. It saddened me so much.
I'm so sorry.
I love E.T. the movie. The alien is butt. I I remember I was telling someone about how E.T. turned white. I think it was Human Person. I was explaining about how E.T. turned white, and he just didn't believe me until we watched the movie. And we got to the scene where E.T. turned white, and he's like, "No way. What? He turned white?" I saw this TikTok recently of someone being like, they whitewashed E.T. What is going? Oh, that's why.
but like literally, like he was like a fence.
Yeah. Did they make an ET anime or what are you? I'm talking about the live action movie, and I'm also talking about the theme park ride in Florida. But in the live action
Where-
movie, he does turn white.
He does turn white.
He does turn
Yeah.
white.
He falls down a hill and turns white.
I saw this TikTok. Someone's like, if ET ended up in the South, he would be on a grill immediately. I don't know if he has ribs, but we'll find them.
I don't know if ET would have much of a chance in like Philly though either.
Do you remember the time E.T. turned white and fell in a river and died?
You see, I'm not gonna lie. If I saw ET, I would pelt him with rocks. I would be so scared. Would ET be tasty with fish sauce? I think so. I would marinate him in kimchi or something. I'd put him on a grill. Oh yeah, but Rowan, also they updated the ride, so now there's like a pre-show that plays where Steven Spielberg like picks up ET.
Konnichiwa.
Steven.
Spielberg does.
Steven Spielberg does.
Konnichiwa.
ET is scarier than the
Steven
thing in my opinion. Well, also ET's not a child. One thing that scared me when I found out, ET is like a full-grown man.
Yeah. And everyone just hates him. Everyone tries to kick him off his own.
I did not like the concept of ET being a full-grown adult. I don't know, it's just scary to me. I did not
It's weird. Like I don't know. It's weird because it's like it's like okay, is this supposed to be like an intelligent being who's capable of like long distance space travel? Because if you just have him going on like a wacky adventure with like a kid, it just sort of reduces him to like the status of like a dog in my mind.
Well, also it's like he mind melds with a child. And,
Yeah.
and then he gets the child drunk. It was
Okay. I've never seen ET, so
Wait,
like,
you haven't
E.T.'s bad.
Rowan, you need to watch ET. I also just to
I've watched Mac and Me multiple times, and I've watched Nuki. I feel like
I'm gonna be transparent here. I was the kid that owned an ET doll that I loved and cherished as a kid.
Didn't you have ET earrings?
Yes.
I also had gold ET earrings that my mom mysteriously threw out one day, and
Solid old E.T. era.
solid gold ET earrings. Yeah, the perspective. I have some family members that are jewelers in Vietnam, and I think my mom might have gotten it from them. But I would wear it every day, and she tried to like persuade me not to wear it, saying, "Oh, it's gonna pull on your earlobes. You're gonna get long earlobes." And I was like, "I don't care. I love ET." And then they just disappeared one day, and I asked her about when I was older, and she was like, "You know, I think you would have gotten bullied more." if he kept wearing those. And you know what? She was right. She saved me from a world of hurt.
I just believe how big long ET is.
Big long ET ears. I love ET though. ET was definitely it was ET and Toy Story for me as like my favorite movies as a kid.
Oh, I mean, I liked Toy Story. I get that. That makes sense. ET's hideous though. I saw it as an adult and I was scared.
ET's cute. He's got like pug like energy. Whatever. If ET has one fan in the world, it's me. And I guess Steven Spielberg. I think he's also there.
It's just you and Stevie.
Me and Steverino.
You know,
Steven
it's
Spielberg does.
fair. Like honestly, that's it's a decent movie to like have be your child. My child, I don't even know what like my childhood movie would be.
I was obsessed with Toy Soldiers and Men in Black. I loved Men in Black.
I like Return to Oz. Does that count?
Return to Oz is cool. I'm trying to think of what I really like Toy Story. I have a Woody doll that's currently like hung up at our key ring in our apartment.
Oh, my dad has like original like Toy Story merch.
Yeah, my ET doll is my Woody doll I think is like an OG one. I walked into a Disney store recently with a friend and they were still selling like the Woody and Buzz toys, but it's in like the packaging that the movies had, and I'm so jealous. I wanted an ET doll. I wanted a fucking Buzz Lightyear doll. What? They're also selling baby Greedo dolls that looked really cute. But I'm not
It's
a
not cute.
not
What
a
is wrong with you?
what?
What the
Hold
fuck is
on.
wrong?
I'm gonna show you the baby Greedo doll, alright?
Every day you're like, I loved baby homunculus. He was the cutest. And it's like you'll show us and it's like a piece of meat with eyes. And it'll be the worst thing we've ever seen.
Also, someone said I had Return to Oz as well. It made me cry when the Wheelers started screaming at Dorothy. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna show you the baby Greedo doll. It's cute. I don't care what you say. Look at baby Greedo. Look at him.
Oh, I changed my mind. That's kind of
It's
whatever.
cute.
Oh, you know what I had? You know what I had? You know what I had? I had toys from I had official toys from the movie Dinosaur.
Oh. Also, someone just said ugly fucker. Don't say that to baby Greedo. I would punch him. You guys, I'm gonna bring him back. You guys are being too mean to baby Greedo. He's cute.
He looked like if you squeezed him, his eyes would like gush.
Yeah, they would like.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to take off my glasses for this. How dare you? How
shit.
dare you?
Oh shit, we're getting really serious.
Careful, baby Greedo shoots first. I should do a drawing of baby Greedo with like a gun, just like pointing at you.
Should you though? Holy shit though, this looks good. Sorry, I left and then came back and I've not looked at what you've been drawing since. And I was like, that looks fucking.
Yeah, did you like the baby Greedo I drew?
I love
Put
the
baby Greedo in the jellyfish.
Yeah, I'll
What
draw.
could be better than this?
He looks like those horrible animal plushies. I liked those. I think I know what you're. Do you know about the dog dolls or the plushies that like had the giant noses?
You just
Yeah.
love to say things.
I know what he's talking about.
Hold on. It's these guys. They're called the dog.
I had dogs
These
merch.
McDonald's were giving these out
wait,
as toys.
I had loads of these. These were great.
I had a dog's lunchbox.
Oh shit! I didn't do my Duolingo for today. That owl's gonna kill me.
I need to do mine. I need to do mine today. Rowan and I are currently doing a quest together, and I'm like,
Yeah, and you're winning. Well, you're kind of carrying the team, as it were.
I'm always I carry Gabe a lot.
I've missed. I might have broken my 150-day streak. I've ruined it.
Oh no. I wanna get like some actual textbooks to learn Japanese. Like there's the Genki workbook that I heard is really good. But every time I go, uh, there's a bookstore called Kinokuniya in Little Tokyo, and every time I go, I'm like, I'm gonna buy the Genki book. This is gonna be really good for when I go to Japan. And then I see an art book that I really like, and I just end up buying a $50 art book, and I'm like, oh, I can't buy the book now. I just spent a bunch of money on this cool art book. And it rinse and repeat every time. The brand is called Thai. Do you have that in the US? Yeah, those are Beanie Babies, right?
Ty's Beanie Babies.
Yeah,
Who the
Beanie Babies.
Ty?
Remember when Beanie Babies were like the big hit thing and they're worthless now?
Yeah, do you remember the a Beanie Baby billionaire? And do you remember how he was supposed to serve like 10 years in prison, but then they took like 2 years for tax evasion, then they took like multiple years off because apparently like he got so embarrassed they just took years off his prison sentence because
What?
it was publicly humiliating for him.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, what?
They
What?
took, there was the Beanie Baby guy, and like apparently he was so publicly humiliated by like being taken to court over his taxes and having to like split his Beanie Babies with his wife in court that he took multiple
That
years off
guy.
his. They took multiple years off his prison
Oh my
sentence.
god.
Oh, wait, the Beanie Baby divorce. Val, are you talking about these bitches? So Ty did make Beanie Babies, but they also made these fuckers.
They did. The dogs.
The giant-eyed dogs.
I remember those.
I think
They
I
sold them
I think I
every
talked
single
about
zoo.
this, but one of my most devastating baby plush toy moments was my parents won me this like frog plush at like the carnival or something, and when I got back home I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And I took the doll in with me, and as I went to go flush it, I think I spun around too fast because it flung out of my hands and landed right into the pee-filled toilet.
No!
and
No!
and I cried so hard, and no matter how much my mom washed it, I'm like, it's literally soaked in piss. I can't do this. It's too much. It's too much. I can't do it. Devastating moment of my life.
Hey Q,
One
could you be
time-
quiet 1 minute? I'm doing my Duolingo.
One time when I was
No,
when I
Ron,
was-
could you be quiet? I'm trying to do my Duolingo.
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you go.
When I was like I think 3, because I was old enough where I could like talk
Mm-hmm.
and run.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to steal a puppet from a store.
I successfully stole Polly Pockets once, and my mom forced me to go back in and leave it on the shelf. She's like, that is evil.
That
you
is
are
theft.
evil.
Can't do that.
Did you successfully steal the puppet?
No, my mom managed to like chase me down and like bring me back, and I was like, "No, it's a wolf cubby!" And I had like already named it, and she was like, "Oh fuck!" And she's like, "Can I get this doll, please? Can I get this puppet, please?"
Aww.
And I
mean, the
still
puppet's
have
not
it.
a steal.
I still have it. I can't fit my hand into it anymore. My hands are too big.
I mean, you stole a puppet. I have respect for that as the resident puppet enjoyer.
Puppet. the pretender.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to sell some of my puppets. I'm not gonna be able to take them with me. Does anyone want a dragon puppet? Does anyone want a 7-foot long dragon puppet?
I don't know, maybe.
I would take it, but like, I don't want you to have to ship it.
I stole a Matchbox model kit from Toys R Us when I was 10. I don't even think I built it.
Everyone is so
Desire
cool.
to own
Everyone's
something.
so cool in this chat.
Kind of poggers. I don't think Oh, Ed said he wanted a dragon puppet.
If I can send it to you, then I will. It wouldn't actually be that expensive to send.
I'm very
Very
happy. I know for a fact that we've got some Koei-kun heads in this stream. And he and his wife are currently crowdfunding a tarot deck
Mhm.
that he's been working on. And I was like, I can't afford to get this. And then I found out that Ivan got it for his shop, for his business. And
Mhm.
he was like, do you want me to save you one? And I was like, yes.
Nice. What's the backstory of the funny jelly? I'm really bad at giving out my lore. It's like it's a terrestrial thing. It's not under the water. It it floats around aimlessly and eats people. Yeah, Ed's good at Ed said it right. It eat people.
It mimics people, so you have to go so people will see it and be like, "Oh my god, a person! I should rescue that."
I wanted it to be like
And
it
then
would be like the forest is super dark and from like a distance it kind of looks like a bunch of stars because they're bioluminescent, but as you get closer you kind of realize it's just a bunch of floating jellyfish. Like
it's
the
scary.
small ones are completely harmless to you because they can't really fit you, but like the bigger they are, the more of a risk they are.
Isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that beautiful?
Nature is beautiful.
Beautiful. Da, da, da. Da, da, da.
Oh my god. Okay. So also, when I was in the bookstore earlier today, um, the owner was like fussing around with his record player,
Mhm.
and he started playing a record, and I was like, I know this song. What is this? What is this? And it was just like acoustic guitar, and then all of a sudden, it just started going da 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 da
Oh,
da
it's
da
right
da,
about.
and I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
it's everybody's favorite song.
Mhm. I would kill a small one and dunk it in fish sauce. Hell yeah, baby. Fish sauce. Any fish sauce enjoyers in chat? I used to hate fish sauce as a kid until I actually
What?
the smell. I wasn't a fan of the smell.
What does it smell like? Like
It's
in
very
relation to.
it's a very potent smell.
Okay. Sorry, I feel like a real pervert asking people to describe smells.
Can you describe the scent, the stench?
Can you describe the stench to me? In it. It's like, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
girly,
just need,
sure.
I need like some form of reference for it.
The smell. There's an aroma.
There's an aroma.
And there's. Yeah.
I'm really happy with how this piece turned out. I haven't painted in a long time, so I'm pretty happy with how. It's not perfect by any means,
But nobody's perfect, so.
no, Bobby Baba. It's a
Baba
very
Baba.
umami smell. I don't know the only way I can describe it is dense. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I had a really bad experience with fish sauce once.
Yeah.
I was in Vietnam and we were on like a tour, like with the whole family, and they're like, we're gonna stop by a fish farm or a fish sauce like factory or something, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I didn't want to go in because I was like, I think the smell might be overwhelming for me. And like the bus doors open and I was just assaulted by a stench. A stench that was just so potent that I almost threw up. It was so bad.
Oh no.
I could not handle it. It was too much. And then the flies were like the size of like my thumb. Like the first digit of my thumb. It was disgusting. Anyway, I did not go into the fish factory.
There's like a chocolate factory 15 minutes from Ivan's house.
Wow.
It's really we went there one time. It's really good.
Or it's just or Worcestershire.
Worcester sauce. Worcestershire? Is it Worcestershire?
Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. I've never heard anyone say it out loud.
I just say Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce. That sounds about right. Jill, let's take that. It's usually the worst way to pronounce things here.
Yippee. Yeah, I feel like adding highlights, like some whites onto things really help it like define the form and really make it look gross and wet.
Yes, slime, gunk and slime.
Toxins and sludge.
Yeah.
Toxins and sludge.
Excuse me.
I'm a little lad who loves toxins and sludge.
Yes.
Berries and cream, berries and cream. I keep getting the berries and cream guy on my TikTok feed. I'm like, get out of here.
I wonder what that guy looks like now.
He looks exactly the same. Rowan, I cannot stress enough, he looks exactly the same.
You have the same haircut.
Yep.
I was gonna ask, like, this.
Same haircut.
Intentionally, he chose to keep that haircut.
I think so. I went to my local comic shop yesterday and got The Nice House on the Lake. The cover really reminded me of your stuff. Oh, I haven't heard that before. I might have to.
The cover's really good. You would like it.
I do like.
I've not
covers.
read it yet, but I like the design.
These ones I'm not nearly going to spend as much time on, just because they're superfluous to what I wanted to do.
I like their little eyeballs.
Yeah, I wanted it to be like how jellyfish, since jellyfish don't have really complex organ systems, they like kind of take and reuse some like of their prey animals. So like in order to like see or mimic sounds and stuff to get more food later. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
What's berries and cream? Was it a Starburst ad or something?
It was I think it was for gum? It was like a gum ad campaign, and it was just this frightening adult man dressed up like a little fancy lad, and he had like a page boy haircut, and he'd just dance around and scream about how he
Berries
was
and
a
cream.
little lad.
Berries
Yeah,
and
he was a
cream.
little lad who loved berries and cream.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a Skittles ad. Okay.
Oh.
Who told you that? Who said that?
Matt
Was
did in
Matt.
chat.
Of course, Matt. You.
Are you trying to say that Matt is in fact the berries and cream boy?
Matt's little berries and cream boy.
Hold on, wait. I literally have I have a picture on my phone of the berries and cream guy like A-posing between two barrels of nuclear waste.
Is it the toxins and sludge image?
Yeah.
I'm glad you like it.
I figure this is a good time to post this. Yeah.
Oh,
why is he
Starburst.
A-posing?
Okay, I was right. I said Starburst.
Okay.
I'm the winner in this pop culture trivia. I remember seeing that ad and thought it was the funniest shit on earth back in the day. It's like, this is it. This is key comedy. My tastes haven't got any better though, so I can't really say much. I'll literally just sing I Am Rectangular ad nauseum until I go to bed, so.
That's and I gotta make money off of this.
I gotta make money off of this. It's simply too good. Did you see that article with someone saying, like, wait, the Berries and Cream ad is 16 years old? What the fuck? Evergreen ad.
Little bitch.
Oh god. There are teens out there that are younger than the
Yeah,
berries
there's
and cream
potentially
ad.
people watching this that are younger than berries and cream.
There are people who are licensed to drive who are younger than the you man.
Happy
That's
birthday, berries and cream.
happy birthday, berries and
5 more years and
cream.
you could drink.
Oh my god. Okay, I just remembered. I was talking. So I had my like childhood best friend over earlier this week, and she's like a professional chef,
Mm-hmm.
and so of course I had to show her the Hallmark Party 101 video
Oh
Oh, I
yeah,
love
from
those
yeah.
videos.
Jenny Nicholson, and literally like as soon as she saw the dry ice, she was like, "What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah,
What are they doing?"
just screaming. When you showed me that, I was just screaming the whole time as well.
Yeah.
Wait.
And then she was just like yeah, like this is just reminding me of this story about that 21-year-old who like literally went out for her birthday to have her first drink, and she was given a shot that had dry ice in it, and she
Why?
can
What?
never. I don't know, and she was like, and she can never drink again because they had to remove like 40% of her stomach. And I was like,
Jeez.
it's like, why would they put
Also,
dry ice in a shot?
wait, how old was I when the berries and cream ad came out? Because some people in chat are saying they were 4 when it was on TV. What's 24 minus? Oh my god, hold on.
Wait, what are you
It's
talking about?
it's 8.
I was 8
I
years old.
I zoned out. What are you saying?
I was trying to remember how old I when the berries and cream ad came out.
Oh, right. Sorry, I
You're
was
good.
some sounds. Sorry, I was playing. Sorry, I was creating something beautiful and unique and not thinking about berries and cream. God, I wish I had some berries and cream.
I wish I had like the crackers that were dipped in milk from that one animated movie.
Wallace?
No, it was like a 2D animated movie.
Was it Aristocats?
Yeah. They're
Where
eating.
Roquefort is eating like crackers dipped in milk
It's like the most.
that's like roofied.
It looked like
That is
Ghibli food core to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
that food poison.
Creme de la
Every month I've got that post that picture of slutty Leon Kennedy with the Ghibli food looks so delicious caption.
I have never watched the Aristocats actually. I've only ever seen that clip.
It's cute. I mean, it's cute. It doesn't really have much value. No, actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's very racist. Don't watch
It's
it.
cute until it becomes racist.
It's cute until it's racist. She blew that dick like a cello.
I'm trying to remember what's the racist part?
There's
I'm
the
sure
there's
you're
the
right. Oh no,
cat.
wait. Oh god, the
playing-
cat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
when they're like, here's
I-
all the cats from around the world, and they're like, oh, cool.
yeah, no. Like, okay. I was like, because I was like, okay, no, there's gotta be like, it's gotta be like something with a Siamese cat. Like, I was like,
It's
I know it's
always-
gonna be something that's.
It's
And I
always
was like,
the
oh
Siamese
right,
cat.
it's that fucking guy.
Deliciously drugged cream. I think I
Cream
might
for
be
cat.
almost done with this piece. By that I mean I'm too lazy to actually like finish it.
Since it's sludge, I'm a little allergic to sludge.
Okay. It is getting too warm for me to work in this fucking heat.
Can't live, laugh, love in these conditions.
I can't live, laugh, love in these conditions. You get me. Lady and the Tramp also had a Siamese cat that was pretty bad, dude.
Yeah, they
There's
just
two of them.
they really milk that thing for all it was worth, huh?
Oh, yeah, maybe just Disney in the 60s was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Sad.
Maybe Disney in the 50s was kind of like that.
I think I've only seen
Maybe
some
Disney in the
straight to
40s
DVD
was kinda
sequel
like
to,
It was kinda like
to
that.
Aristocats. I never watched the Aristocats, so I don't remember a single goddamn thing about it.
I remember the cats play the piano. I remember somebody's like, "Oh, some cats! I'm gonna kill them now."
Yeah, they wanted to kill the cat.
Whoa, lesbian.
Okay. I think I'm gonna call this piece done for today. I'll probably post it in a bit. But thank you all for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks everybody.
I'm still gonna try to just stream whatever I want, but hopefully I'll stream again soon. Probably a game, maybe me drawing. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. But that's it for the stream now. I did hit the 3-hour mark and I finished the piece all in one. I'm winning.
Yay!
So,
You're winning.
I will see you all later. I enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure streaming again. Let me send y'all over to stream ending.
Yay!
Great. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.